Hey y'all, how are y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. How are you? So, we're going to be discussing, do men romance women anymore? So, as y'all get in, say hello and click the like button, sprinkle, sprinkle, and also subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, thanks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So, do men romance women anymore? I need y'all to answer the question since y'all are probably out there freestyling, dating, and so forth. As to what I'm getting online, I don't see a lot of men romancing women anymore, except maybe the older ones or the ones that, you know, are really trying to get the woman. You said not consistently. Okay. So, do y'all feel like it is a problem in the dating world or the relationship world of that men are not trying as hard to romance women? Let me know. Okay. Some will. If they love you, they apply pressure when they really want you. I'm going to read some of these comments. Um, thank you. Okay. So, um, men, I feel, would like to romance women more if they seemed as if they can get it from other men. Like if they feel like women are able to be romanced by others, they will step up and romance you. So that's why you don't go like when you're on a date or when you're freestyling or when you're talking to someone, you don't say you've never had something done for you. You you don't play the victim role as far as, well, my last man didn't do this, or my ex didn't do this, or my ex didn't do that. You, you, the standard for having this great romantic history. Okay. If you want men to give you romance, you need to let them know what you expect by how, first of all, how you treat yourself, how you dress, how you walk, talk, and act, the places that you like to go. By all those things, they will gather that you like romance, the type of movies you like to watch, excuse me, the colors you wear, the places you like to go. So, the things you talk about, they will kind of get the picture that you like romance. So, you have to incorporate that into your conversation if you want more romance in your relationship. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Star Ruby, thanks for being a member. How do we know the difference between romance and love bombing? Romance is more gestures, love bombing is more speech. Okay. Romance is more gesture as far as acts and ambiance versus speech. Okay. Love bombing is a lot of speaking. If you don't see any actions or anything materialize from the speech of quote unquote love bombing, then it's not romance. So, pre planning, taking you somewhere nice, doing something nice for you, gifting you, allowing you to, enjoy whatever date or thing that they set up for you. That's not really love bombing, that's romance. So, believe nothing said, only believe what you can see. Okay. Because, it's easy to love bomb. All you have to do is talk. But if you can't back it up with something physical or, a gesture of service or something like that, then it doesn't matter. That's what romance means to me. It means you put in some effort, you thought about stuff, and then you made it happen on my behalf. That is what romance and dating or courting should mean, even if you're married. It means you put a lot of effort, energy, thought, and action into something for my enjoyment. I mean, they can enjoy it too, but it's mostly for you, the lady, okay, because it's there to impress you. So, um, when you go somewhere or when you see something that's romantic, point out all the details. If you're trying to get your partner to be more romantic, your man, whatever, like, oh, I love how he showers her with, gifts, or oh, I love how he planned that, dinner and limo and restaurant. Oh, even if y'all are just watching movies, like when you see something very romantic in a movie or someone else's life, point it out to him so that he's on alert, that he knows that's what you like, and he'll probably want to step up and do a little bit more. Okay. Um, you said the men want the flowers and to be chased nowadays. Well, that's fine for the LGBTQ plus party. But, for the women who are straight and the men who are straight, all the way straight, we are over here and we're talking about romance. Okay. Not to exclude anyone, because the LGBT plus community can also benefit from this information. I'm just saying, if the men want the flowers these days, then, this is probably why so many gay men think that they can turn out straight men, because they're already halfway feminine. Okay. So don't get mad. Don't get mad if you're approached. Okay, gentlemen. There you go. um, I always joke around. Y'all don't take stuff too seriously on this channel. Okay. Don't be getting mad for no reason. Okay. And I've seen a lot of, okay, I've been watching some videos, listening to some different types of music, and some of these lyrics in some of these videos, um, they're very saddening, because it's mostly like a lot of pick stuff. And from a standpoint to where money is not an issue. Okay, so think about this. If money was no object and you were just dating to date, and since money was no object on either side, a lot of times, even still, the women still get the shorter end of the stick in the relationship if they give too much of themselves, if they pay for stuff, if they equally gift or gift above and beyond, if they do more gestures of kindness to that part, they still get the short end of the stick, even though they're not in it for the gold digging, even though they're not in it for the money. They're strictly in it for love, relationships, and so on and so forth. They're still getting the same treatment as if they were trying to get money anyway. So you might as well get your money, ladies. You might as well get it, okay? Because either way, at least a lot of the gold diggers and the ladies that are, practicing hypergamy are leaving with something versus pain, trauma, issues, dealing with the narcissist, and all they have is their pain and sorrow left, and they can write songs about it and poems and such. But when a gold digger leaves, she leaves with some money, baby. So, and it makes the pain less. It makes it all right. It's like, well, at least I got paid. So romance, tying back into romance. Romance is like, you don't like, even if you're not a gold digger, even gold diggers like to be romanced to some point. Okay. But women that aren't, still, they like it even more. Okay. So if you're a guy listening, or if you're trying to get your guy to be more romantic, allow him opportunities to present the romance to you, like announce special occasions that are coming up, holidays, maybe 3-day weekends, or your favorite restaurant, or your favorite band, or singer coming to concert or whatever. Announce that and see what they do. It's like, oh, I would so love to go to that. I wonder how much tickets are. And then the ball is in his court. So mention things like that. Make sure they hear you and make sure that you maybe mention it more than once so that they know that you weren't just talking out loud and that you really wanted to, do something special. Okay. Nobody talks about when you level up in your bag. It's men out here pretending to have a bag just to take yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mi amor. Okay, mi amor. No man can take your bag. Okay. Unless you give it to them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just think about that. Don't offer anything to anybody. Okay. Do your extensive research on people before you sign any contracts, like such as marriage and all that kind of stuff. Do all your research. Don't just take their word for it. People talk. I need to see. Okay. So you can't really take anyone's bag. It has to be given. And a true gold digger would never give any man her bag, period. A true woman who practices hypergamy would never give any man her bag, let alone have access to it, period. So just keep that in your mind. You're not, I don't care if you get married. I'm not sharing my bank account. You could put my name on your bank account. I will not be making no deposits, but I will be making withdrawals. That is the mentality these days. If you can't do that, then you might get got. So don't get got. Don't get got. Don't be out here gifted and giving and putting your names on stuff and thinking y'all in this perfect relationship. Because that, you know what, even if y'all are, it wouldn't matter if you weren't making deposits and he had access to your money anyway, because it would be the perfect relationship, which means you shouldn't be paying for nothing. Okay. So you can't get got unless you give it. But thank you for the donation. Women are too nice. A lot of women are too nice out here. I mean, some of your standards can be I don't make deposits. I only make withdrawals. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I make deposits on my own account, but not the one with both of our names on it or yours. You could put me on automatic deposit, from your account to mine. We can work it out. But, that's also a form of romance, not having to pay for anything. Women feel extra feminine and special when they don't have purse either. Yes, we know we got it. Believe me, I know I got it, but I'm not gonna dig in my purse and prove it because I proved it to myself. you know. So, when it comes to gifting and stuff like that, save that for special occasions, holidays, and never outgift the man. Never. Okay. Don't try to outdo him. That means you're in competition and in masculine mode in gift giving. You always allow them to outgift you every time. Okay. Um, and that itself is romantic because they still have all this room to impress you. Think about this. The more you do for them, the less they feel they can impress you. So you don't do too much. You don't do too much romantically. You allow them the courtship. You allow them to impress. You allow them to make you say, "Wow," because if you keep trying to outdo him, he's not going to be able to outdo himself eventually, and it's going to be too much. And so then he's going to start looking for women he can impress, and that he doesn't have to outdo what she did. Because a lot of women do this. They figure, well, if I buy him an expensive gift, then the next thing he's going to buy me is going to be way more expensive. If y'all keep trying to do that, it's going to get out of hand, and he's going to give it up. He's going to give up. He's like, I can't do this no more. And he's going to start buying little trinkets for other women and watch their face light up. So don't outdo the gifter. That's another tip for romance. Never outdo the gifter. Okay. Good morning, J9 Sprinkle Sprinkle, member in the house. And another thing about romance, this fly out culture is not romantic. I just saw a comment about somebody flew themselves out. Fly out culture is not romantic. You know what's romantic? Coming to the woman or taking her on a vacation. That's romance. Having a woman fly out is like having an escort fly to you. Okay. That's why I don't believe in the fly out culture. I know it's trending and things like that, but it's not romantic at all. I mean, what's romantic is when two people go somewhere together, when two people make plans and enjoy travel, not when one chick goes out of town inconveniences her entire life to go meet some man. That's not romantic. That's just international call girl. Okay. So that's why I don't agree with fly out culture. I'm too cute to fly out culture, to be a part of the fly out culture. Okay. Um, and y'all should feel the same way about yourselves. Now, I'm not gonna diss fly out culture that bad because I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people have never gotten on a plane. A lot of people have never flown out anywhere. And so, if that's your first time getting on a plane, flying out somewhere, and you feel special, great. But when you're used to that, when you can get out and fly out anywhere you want, anytime, it's not special anymore. It seems like work, you know. And a plane ticket is not that expensive. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, all right, so just remember that. You said also when you go on a flight, the man expects intimacy because he thinks you're international call girl. You know, like uh, when you respond to getting flew out, it and you're impressed with that, and you actually want to go. The man already knows you're desperate. He already knows you're desperate. He's like, okay, she's desperate. She's gonna do all this traveling just to come meet me. Then you make him the prize because literally he doesn't have to do anything but sit and wait. I'm not shading sex workers, but I'm just saying if y'all flying out to get that money and y'all are international escorts, then more power to you. But a lot of ladies aren't, and they don't know the difference. They don't know that that's what's expected of them when they arrive, or how to feel about it. So like I never try to shame any woman about what they do for a living because I don't care. Make your money. As long as women getting paid, I really don't care. What I care about is people that don't understand that culture and how it's not something to be glamorized unless that is how you earn your money. Okay. And besides, you said they are getting flued out to basic ass places. Exactly. Like you're not flying me out to nowhere exotic or that I actually want to go. I'm not going. And I'm still not flying out. You're gonna fly me and some people out because I'm not traveling alone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Be going to dirty NY and LA just to smash like, oh my goodness, no. Okay, so that's not romantic at all. Okay. Now, chartering a private jet to come pick you up, that's romantic. And being on the jet when you get on, now that's romantic, okay? Don't get me wrong. You can make flying out be romantic as long as it's the right circumstance and the right, type of plane. But if you fly in coach in commercial, mm-mm, sprinkle, sprinkle. The multifaceted Miami. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate your donation. Okay, you work at an airport. How can I show people I'm approachable? Although I'm at work, I come across a lot of people and I can tell they want to approach me. How is this free info? Thank you. Also, thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so you need to look like you are approachable. Like I noticed that a lot of women who make themselves look extra are approached more than the women who don't. So wherever you're working, do your makeup, do your hair, smell good, smile a lot. This allows people to want to approach you, okay? And talk to people, like give them compliments and things like that. Even the ladies, and then the man will see that you're approachable if you just, complimented a lady on her scarf. Oh, that's a nice scarf. They'll be more likely to talk to you because they know that you're not going to, be rude or anything because you're nice to everybody. So be nice, look nice, smell good, and treat other people nice in front of the men like that you want to approach you, and they'll most likely will. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, what's up, Tori? You're 23, cute, but you're planning your own Valentine's Day and taking myself out again. It's like this every Valentine's Day for me, buying myself flowers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you, girl. Thank you for the donation. There's nothing wrong with that. Valentine's Day is more for like people in relationships or, lovers, or people that want to start a new relationship. Valentine's Day doesn't mean that you're lonely. It's just a holiday for people that have someone and they want to express their love and, whatever, whatever, on a special day. And, most of it is made up to sell cards and candy. So, they got to keep the money flowing. You got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's. I mean, we need to keep the economy going. So they sprinkle a little holidays throughout the year so that people spend money. They don't have too many holidays in summer because everyone's going on vacation and spending money. So a lot of this is just created in order for you to spend money, which is the perfect time for men to really romance their women right after the holidays. And, spring is in the air and, all this and that. So, let it be for the lovers. If you're single, Valentine's Day really doesn't really mean too much to single people, you know. Um, it's mostly for children and like people in relationships. Or you can have what they call Galentine's Day, where you hang out with your friends or by yourself or with your mom or with your sister. Okay. Or you could start a business that profits off of a Valentine's Day and get your money. Okay. Either way, anyone can enjoy it. So jewelry is a way that men show romance. They buy you nice jewelry that you like, nice dinners, taking you to nice places. That's a way that men romance women. Talk is cheap, okay? Show us the money. Oh, Casey, sprinkle, sprinkle, Shira. How do I let my man know I want a 2 to 3 carat engagement ring without directly saying it? It's not rude to say it, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll have okay, you know what I did? I cut out a picture. Back in the old days, we didn't have Pinterest or whatnot. Thank you for the donation. I actually showed him a picture in a catalog or like, printed it out online or whatever. And I told him the type of metal I wanted, and I also told him the amount of carats and up that I wanted. Because if you don't talk, you're not gonna get it. What if he pick out the ugliest looking thing you ever seen? I'm telling him, look, I wanted platinum, I like princess cut, and this many carats and up, okay? Make it work. That's all I said. And I gave him way advance notice. Because why would you want to wear a ring for the rest of your life that you don't like? Okay. If he love you, he'll listen. All right. This is your time to speak up. You're not gonna seem rude. If you come back with a chip of a stone in the wrong shape with the wrong metal, you're gonna be mad. It may make you say no. It's not rude. It's just informative because you're gonna have to wear this ring for the whole time you marry. Thank you. Or just mention it out loud like, "Oh, I love princess cut diamonds," or whatever shape you like. "Oh, um, I just want you to know that you don't have to get me no 6 carat diamond ring. You can get me a 2 or 3 carat." Okay? Say it like that, like. Um, is 22 years old too young to get engaged? I think it is. I think you need to see what else is out there or seriously date someone to get to know them before you get engaged. I mean, it's not marriage. I mean, you can wait years before you marry, but still. You said those jewelry advertisement magazines that come in the mail. Yeah, you could just circle one and show them. This is what I like. Um, and it's your wedding day or engagement ring. Men are gonna want that to be special to you. So they want to get you what you want. They don't want to show up with something you're gonna frown at. So make him know. Um, And the way that women can be romantic towards men is looking good, making the house smell good, like, light some candles, wear some nice perfume, play some soft music, set the ambiance, wear some cute, like, nice looking clothes or loungewear or lingerie or whatever. And that's how men are romanced, by how you present yourself, the house, and the environment, you if they live with you or if they're visiting. And out in public, look nice, smell good, maybe give them a nice compliment, greet them with, if either a hug or a kiss on the cheek, or hold their hand. That's more romantic with men, because it's showing that you like them, and you are, you know, uh, showing them some sort of affection in public, and you're happy to be there. A lot of you guys keep asking me how to get approached by older men. And a lot of times, if you're too trendy, older men aren't going to be attracted to that. You have to look like a classic type of beauty. Like, if you're overly trendy or overly something, they don't understand a lot of that trend culture. Okay, especially older guys. So you have to be more approachable in your style, in your dress. Because think about it, if he walks over and he's, traditionally, classically dressed because he's older, and you're sitting here wearing, I don't know, you know, something that's on Instagram and trending and not really trending in the real world, it's going to clash. It's going to seem strange. So make sure you make yourself as classic dressed as possible for older men to want to approach you. Okay. Because it looks off. So it looks a little off if they approach you and y'all look like y'all are dressed from two different time eras. Okay. He didn't tell me why he was awkward. He was a girl. I don't know what all that is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say, girl, how you diagnose this poor dude? You say you have already diagnosed this guy and he ghosted you. Girl, he's supposed to ghost you. He got all that going on. What you want him to do? Marry you? You say he got high functioning autism. Girl, he already memorized your whole life, past, present, and future. He gone. He don't. He already know how it is. You know, girl, he was too smart for you, or you was too smart for him. He couldn't handle the competition. Either way, you got So he already boxed you in, girl. He could see you from his mind, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, I'm not making fun of people that have autism, because, like, I think people that are high functioning autistics are very smart and genius people. So, uh, yeah. You say you don't get it. Well, I just explained it to you. High functioning autistic people are very smart, and, like, they have, like, this genius level of thinking. Okay, maybe all he wanted was, like, just to date you and have fun, and then, you know, that was the height of it, and that's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. The answer to the question is yes, romance is when he pays all your bills. Exactly, Elle. That's right. That is a very romantic gesture when a man asks for all your bills. Girl, that's like, some women are like, that's how I know that he was the one. When and a lot of women also see, like, romance as the man wanting to impress you and secure you and make you feel safe and make you feel valued. And so a lot of women like the romance treatment because it makes them feel like they're safe and valued at the same time and the prize. So when you combine those three things in a man, it's like, oh my gosh, he could be the one, you know? But when you don't have all those things, it's like, ugh. Well, you're disappointed from the start if there's no romance included in the date. You're disappointed from the start if you know he doesn't have money to secure you. You're disappointed from the start if he acts a little feminine and you don't feel safe with him. And so a lot of men don't realize that women aren't responding to them because they're literally repelling women through their feminine actions because women are naturally attracted. Feminine women are naturally attracted to masculine provider type men who still want to impress you and court you and make you feel special. This is why we do like the damsel in distress type thing when we try to get money or gifts out of men because it makes them feel more masculine. Being able to help or save or, rescue a woman, and it's very romantic. And it allows them to show romance and allows the woman to feel special. And so a lot of the times it's not about literally the money. It's about can you secure me if we keep going further in the relationship? Can you secure me if we get married? Can you secure me and can you still impress me and want to romance me after, we've been dating a while or married? So it's that type of thing that women are really after. Women can get money left and right. Okay. It's not about the money. Once women got legal rights to vote, own their own business, get close to equal pay. Women, there are girl bosses out there making more money than these men. It's not really about the money. It's allowing the man to feel masculine by being a provider, by being someone who can impress, by allowing the woman to feel safe and taken care of and special. It has nothing to do with the money. Most of these women out here who are gold diggers or women are who are dating men with money only, they got their own money. A lot of them do, or they know how to get it. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with a man taking his role as a masculine and allowing the woman to be feminine. So, for example, if you're a career woman or if you own your own business or you make your own money and you get with a man and he has nothing to offer, he can't romance you, he can't do anything for you, you don't feel safe around him, you're automatically going to go into your own masculine feelings to overcompensate for being with a feminine man. So it's not going to work out for you. It's not going to work out at all. You're going to start seeing him less and less and less because he can't impress you anymore. You don't feel safe with him anymore. You don't feel provided by him anymore. And so now you start looking around at other men who you feel can fill that void. So sometimes you have to realize that it's not about the money. It's about what the money can do, the actions that the money makes you take as a man. Okay. So y'all have to understand that a lot of men don't realize this. And once they realize it's not about the money, because money is an object and a tool, it's not something that is going to change you as far as do you really like treating women nice or not. It just allows you to show her what type of man you are. You know, not OT, sprinkle, sprinkle. And these men who are being stingy and saying, I'm not spending no money on a woman, that's because they're in their feminine. They may feel the same way. They may have had a childhood where they didn't feel safe and secure. Maybe they grew up in poverty. Maybe they didn't have what everyone else had and they're afraid to lose it. And so now they're in their feminine and they actually want to be provided for because they didn't get all the provisions that they deserved or needed when they were young. But see, there's a difference between men and women. Men are supposed to go out and get it. Women are supposed to receive it. Okay. So you need to get up out of that victim mentality and scarcity mindset as a man and go get it. Okay. That's your job. That's your job. That would be like women all around the world being afraid to have children because, you know, maybe somebody they knew died in childbirth. Then we wouldn't have no people in the world. Okay? So y'all supposed to get out and go get it. Stop being scared you're gonna lose it. Find a way to make several streams of income. Get more so you can go out and romance your woman properly. Okay? And so your kids don't have to go through the same thing. So stop trying to be the woman, stop trying to be the victim. Remember, remember your pronoun and get up and go get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some women are afraid to have kids, but with the technology that they have today, I wouldn't really be too scared. um, so sometimes like when you're dealing with a man that's broke or cheap, not broke, but like cheap, doesn't want to spend money on a woman, chances are he grew up broke or feeling like he wasn't secure and he wasn't safe. So he got issues. Or he got issues that he got to go solve. You know how they always try to put that women have these issues and they need to heal and all this stupid stuff. Well, men, them stingy men do too. They need to come out of scarcity mindset and realize that they're the providers. Until they reach that in their mental, they're broken. Isn't that what they say? They need to seek therapy and heal because they need to get out of the scarcity mindset. That's number one. Like, you asked a man for shopping. He said, "Spoil me, and I'll spoil it." Girl, now I'll spoil you with these bills. You know how to be like this with the cash. I'm gonna be like this with these bills. I spoil you with my bills. Here you go. Like when a man says spoil me, I just want to rub baby oil all over him and introduce him to someone um, very masculine. Okay, that's what I want to do for him. If he wants to be spurred, it's like, you know what? I know just the person who will spoil you. Give me that baby herb. All right, come here. Okay, look, you can't spoil a man. Why would you want to spoil? Why would a man even want to be spoiled? That's crazy to me. Like, do you sit there and dream about being spoiled? Then you're in your feminine, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You should be able to spoil yourself. You say you need a back rub? Let me tell you something. If you gotta ask for all those things, like if you gotta ask for a back rub and to be given affection to, you didn't spend enough money. I will repeat that. If you have to ask to be spoiled as a man, physically, you didn't spend enough. You didn't do enough. Literally, like you didn't do enough if you have to ask. Okay. He keep talking, taking me to expensive places, but never want to spend it on me. That's because he's enjoying the date as well. He wants to go to these nice places and be seen out with a woman. So I just put out a video and talking about make sure the place that he takes you to is next to a shopping center. If you get to pick the next place, make sure you pick a place that's next to a shopping center or in a mall. It doesn't have to be the best restaurant. Is the restaurant next to some good shopping? Then so be it. Thank you. So you said older white men never say crazy things like this about asking to be spoiled. They literally just want your attention. That's because a lot of older white men did not grow up in poverty. And so they don't have a lot of scarcity mindset, or they didn't grow up in an environment where they didn't feel safe. And so they took, the aspects on of feeling feminine because they didn't feel safe or provided for. And a lot of times men don't realize this when they don't want to spend money on a woman. It shows like if I were a psychologist and I see a woman and I see a man and he doesn't want to spend on her, I'm like, oh, he's scarcity mindset. He must have grown up in poverty or felt unsafe as a child. I'd be psychoanalyzing this dude, and I'd be like, you know what? He got issues that he needs to solve, and he's really in his feminine, so he's going to repel this ultra feminine woman and probably attract a female that's more masculine and pygmy-ish. So this ain't gonna work. Okay. And a lot of men don't realize this. If you are a feminine man, not gay, but if you just are in your feminine because you have this this mindset from childhood, go for pygmishas, y'all. Like I'm telling you, pygmisha is there for you. And she may change her mind later. But some pygmishas are pygmishas for life. And there are women out there for these feminine men who grew up with scarcity mindset and didn't feel safe and haven't realized it yet. So a lot of times these men, they just need to be told this. Like you grew up, you didn't feel safe, and you're in your feminine. Okay. You're supposed to be the provider and protector. Man up. Now it's different when a woman feels that way. If a woman feels like, you know what, I feel like I'm not safe and I need to be provided for. What do you need? A masculine man, right? So when a man does the same thing, he's putting out the same vibe that he needs a masculine person in his life. And you're gonna be repelled by that, and it's not gonna work out because he's trying to give signals that he needs to be taken care of, he needs to be spoiled, he needs to feel safe, he needs to feel nurtured. Because he didn't get it as a child. And the women are telling the men the same thing. I need to feel safe, I need to be provided for, I need to be spoiled because I didn't get it as a child. So when two people come to each other and say, "Oh, I didn't get this and I didn't get that as a child." "Oh, well, me neither." Well, what are they going to give each other if they don't know how to give it because they never received it? What are you going to give? Excuses? So a lot of times romance comes from the right target, the right partnering, the right practice of giving and receiving. Okay. So you can't expect a feminine man to romance you. He won't know how to do it. He's gonna be looking for you to romance him. Okay. Um, Men want to be nurtured, but a woman must be secure and comfortable for her to do that. Honestly, the nurturing is natural when a woman feels safe and secure. That's the only way. You're right. When she feels safe and secure, then she gets out of that mode to where she has to secure herself, and then she wants to nurture. But if you're a man and you're feeling that your woman is not nurturing enough, she don't feel safe or secure yet. You got to do more. Okay, Melissa, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, and also thank you for that comment as well about the nurturing. Okay, you feel you like fine dining? Should I accept mediocre restaurants, 3-star places? Am I being too picky? Thank you, Melissa. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would say I like fine dining, but not for every date. Maybe more on special occasions or when you first meet someone and they're really trying to impress you, but not for every date with the same dude or whatever, whatever. Maybe if he spent less on fine dining, he could take you shopping or pay more of your bills because we don't know how much money these guys really have. They may have, mortgages and then child support. A lot of times, the less you make them spend on a dinner, the more you can get, in cash or through shopping or something else. So I would say maybe the first couple of dates, maybe the first 1 or 2 dates, and then whatever after that, because then you can go shopping. Like if you're spending $300, $400, $500 each meal, that could have been your shopping money. Like instead of going those dates every time, he could take you shopping. He could take you, give you the cash or whatever. It's not a bad thing if that's what you like. If that's what you like, they can enjoy it too. But a lot of men aren't gonna. How many men do you know like to go to five-star restaurants all the time, whether they're with a woman or not? So you also have to, make them feel as if they have, some type of say in where the date is. That way, then, like, if they pick the restaurant, then you can go pick the shopping or the next place you guys go. You know, you said you literally, my male friend saw the switch after I started going on dates with masculine men, told me how much more feminine and secure I was acting. Oh, yes. Alexandra? Okay. So he saw the change. Okay. You said you think 200 is reasonable for a date. I grew up in a time where, yeah, I dated in the early 2000s where there was the baller mentality where men were spending money. So y'all know how like Y2K and style is coming back. Well, here's some Y2K dating advice. Okay, so we had songs back in Y2K in late 90s about balling, popping bottles, taking her and her friends out. This is the mentality that men had back in those days. You had to be a baller. And so this is what they call the Diddy era, the Jay-Z era. Yes. That was my era, y'all. That's why I was gold digging, okay? Because they was trying to give it. So we was taking it. And so $200 on a date back then was cheap. That was cheap. Like that was just drinks. That was just drink. That was just drink. That was no dinner. That, that was just drinks. 200 is without the drinks. Yeah. And back in those days, we went place to place. We didn't just go to one place and be out. We went to a couple places, okay? That was dating back then. You had the ball. Those were the good old days. So literally, this is what a date like was not like back in the old days, early 2000s. You would go to either a restaurant, eat and have drinks, go to a bar, then go to a club, and then if you knew where the after hours was, that's where you went to. And the date would probably last all day or all night, depending on what time you went, and thousands would be spent. Okay. You said Jermaine Dupri money ain't a thing. Yes. So these days, the dates are now like 1 hour at a restaurant. Boring. That's why I don't know how y'all do these coffee dates. It's like I could never. That's hangover date. That's where y'all go after y'all get out of the um after hours club and the sun is up. Then you go on the coffee date. Okay. So, and it's romantic when a man does not want the date to end and he wants to take you other places, like dancing to a nice, live music place, whatever. But literally, um, now if you don't like the date, y'all will both be able to tell y'all don't want to be with each other, and y'all will probably make up excuses to leave, and that's fine. But if y'all like each other, it's fun to just hang out. And this is how they grow fastly attached to you quickly because they're going to see how you act in a restaurant, a bar, a jazz club, or like a live music venue or dancing or whatever. And you don't have to go to after hours. That was just for the youngsters. But they're gonna see how much fun they can have with you on one date, and then they're gonna be like, oh, I like this. I like how this feels. And so they grow fastly attached to you faster the longer the date is, especially if it's fun. So remember that. and it's more romantic. So when you leave, they're gonna think about how great of a time they had with you, and they want to go to do it again. Okay. You said coffee date, a girl. I don't talk about that. That's if someone asks you on a coffee date, to me, it means they don't like you. You don't like me. You just want to see what I look like in the daylight, and that's about it. I'll send you a picture of me out standing outside in the daylight. You can skip the coffee date, okay? How about I send you a live video from Starbucks myself by myself, and you see what I look like in the daylight, okay? It's no filter, okay? Because that's all a coffee date really is. It's like I want to see what you really look like in person from head to toe with no filter in Photoshop. That's all a coffee date is if you really think about it. So when someone asks you on a coffee date, what they're asking you is, "Can I see what you look like with no Photoshop, no filter in the daylight, up close?" All right? Remember that. It's not nice. It's an insult. All right. You said we all look better at night. They want to see what you look like sober in the daylight, girl. It's not very romantic at all. It's in fact it's degrading. You said you shouldn't be using filters, and men shouldn't be lying either, but they do. You said you're guilty of accepting a coffee date last week, but it was an exclusive club that I wanted to visit before I go freestyle. Okay, well, as long as you get something out of it besides bean juice, whatever. Like if he meeting you at the coffee spot with a envelope full of cash, then go, baby. But don't meet there, for no reason. Do I think shorter date is better? No, I don't. In my day, I'm trying to tell y'all what hooks a man. Short dates do not hook men. Longer dates hook men. Okay. Let me tell you why. Short dates, men don't have good memories that they're gonna be like, okay, we ate, we talked. I don't remember what she said because my mind was elsewhere. But if you do more, they're gonna remember more. She was cool. She was funny. She was relaxed. I had a good time. She could dance good. We had a good conversation at dinner. We had fun having drinks. Da, 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 da. So the longer the date is to me, you don't have to stay in this. Don't stay in the same place. Move around. Go to different spots. Move around. Okay. Short dates are interviews only, and they don't really create connection because it's like an interview. It's almost like very sterile. It's like, okay, our hour is up. Thanks for answering all my questions. Goodbye. And maybe I'll call you, maybe I won't. But when you take it more as fun, it's like, okay, well, this dinner was good. Now let's go have some drinks, let's some music. Let's go loosen up a little bit. Let's go have fun. It lets them see the real you instead of the fake interview version of the you on a date. So I don't like short dates. Like if you're gonna take me on a short day, I ain't even going. I'm just going to eat so I can go freestyle later or go on another date with somebody else. Short dates are not romantic. Okay. And a lot of guys feel like short dates are good because first of all, they don't have to spend a lot of money. Second of all, they can go home, play their video game, or go out with the next chick. Okay. But a long date makes them spend more money, more attached, more invested. Time, energy, and money is the initial investment. So the longer the date, especially if y'all are enjoying each other company, the better the results of turning it into a relationship. Don't be that chick that just settles for dinner or coffee or just drink. Go two all three. Okay. Both your exes spent an entire day with me and called them date days. I can't relate. Okay, don't want to go hiking or to museums either. No free dates. Girl, somebody said that I'm hanging up. Bye. We can go hiking up the escalator at the mall. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I know a perfect spot to hike. Come on. The escalators at the mall. Let's go. This guy you're talking to sent you $100, but after that, he doesn't offer any help anymore. What to say to him? But nothing. That's all he had for you, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, it probably hurt him to do that. He probably really liked you and thought that would be enough, But for ladies like this, that's just the beginning. Like a man's like, well, I gave her $100. She should like me forever. No, baby, that's just the beginning. You can't start habits. You can't start doing those type of things if you don't want to continue it. So maybe that's what he thought would get you to think that he, could do something. But $100 is nothing these days. That's nail money, baby. That's just nail. That's nail money. Okay. This old man has been texting you on IG and he told me he bought an Audi. Is he trying to be a potential sugar daddy? How do I get him to send me money? Um, Usually when men say the kind of car that they bought, they don't have no money, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, I would just send him my cash app and say it's my birthday or something. It's my birthday. Here's my cash app. Love your car. Hashtag sexy. All right. Start calling him cute pet names and stuff. Start off like you gotta seduce him slowly. Like, give him a little pet name, give him a little nickname. Okay. How to date for marriage. Girl, y'all too quick. Like, let me tell y'all how to date for marriage. Date like you're not trying to get married. That is the key. Date like you're not trying to get married. Date like you just want to have fun. Date like you just want to live life. Date like you just want a man to romance you, wine and dine you, take you dancing, and enjoy the present moment. That's how you date. You don't date for marriage. You date for you. And that man can't imagine life without you. He gonna marry you. Okay? That's the secret. Don't date for marriage. Let them date you and experience you and how they can't live without you. That's the real type of dating. The other stuff is just boring, bunch of rules. If you give them a taste of what life will be like with you, they're never gonna let you go. Okay? Yeah, I would never date for marriage. I'm lit in your mind. You say, okay, well, he's marriage material, so I'm gonna make sure I have a good time, make him invest, get him to spend his money because men follow their money. Okay, make him spend a lot of money. That's how you date for marriage. Make them invest, make them spend. Okay, all right. Never tell a man that you love them. They have to say it first. Exactly. Please don't ever tell a man you loved him first. All right. Said men like to spend the right ones. Yes. Um, Men bought whatever food and drinks you wanted. We were invited to his friend's table and talked for hours. After he asked, was this the real me? I said yes. He didn't ask for my number. So on to the next. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So date for data and make sure he's marriage material. That's right. And you never tell men like Like when you're on a date, a man is not supposed to ask you what you're looking for. That is not very romantic. They're supposed to present what they feel that you want in a man. They're supposed to be like a gentleman, well mannered, trying to impress. They don't need to ask you that question, what you want in a man. They're going to fulfill it, period, because they are a man. Most feminine women want provisions, protection, and to feel valued and, um, like the man wants to impress you. That's what every woman wants. Okay. Now, the other things come later once you develop, if you have a chemistry together, if you like being together, if he's able to financially provide for you, if you're comfortable with him, if you feel safe with him. The rest comes later. Like you can't answer that you want to get married and have kids with a perfect stranger. You can't tell them that. Each case is each date, each man is a different case. So you can't tell them what you want in general because you don't know if that's what you want with them. You might just want them for a dinner date tonight. So you don't need to answer the question, what are you looking for in a relationship? Because that's none of their business if they're not the one. Okay. And that's not very romantic question to ask in a relationship, or I mean not in a relationship, but on a date, especially a first date. So you already know they're trying to set you up so they can get a checklist and start checking off the things that they got to do to try to get some. Okay. So you don't give them anything. Just like I'm just living in the present moment. I'm just trying to time, get to know, people. And I really think that, we have like some type of chemistry. Don't go too far when you do to make you think they're gonna take the next step and then they don't. Women fall for this all the time. They're not trying to meet with meet your needs. They're trying to meet their needs. Okay, let's just put it that way. A man told me he was sending me 400 on Friday and never sent it, but he did send 400 the week before. I told him I don't tolerate men not keeping their word, and he tells me all I care about is money. Um, I really don't feel like the word tolerate was appropriate because it makes him seem like a child and very emasculating. So in that case, I would have made it seem like you were really depending on that money and it didn't come through and you were really sad and you thought maybe he didn't like you anymore. Play the victim in that point. You don't want to use the word tolerate because it's very emasculating, and like especially if you want the money. If you don't care, you don't need him, and bye bye forever, then of course you could say tolerate. But if you want him to continue to give you money, act disappointed, act sad, say you were really depending on that. Something must have kept you from it. I'm sure it was important, but I was really hoping that it would come through because I really was depending on it. Are you okay? Did something happen? Act fake concerned. And most likely he'll feel guilty or he'll get you the money faster than if you say you don't tolerate this, and that. Then it makes like, okay, well, you don't tolerate. Who am I, a child? When you emasculate him, you then enter your masculine. So you have to stay in your feminine, darling. Now you can you can say that when you're in a relationship and when you already got the ring and all of that. You can cut somebody out quick, okay, because they can't go nowhere. But don't do that before you get the contracts, the marriage license, and the ring, or name on deeds and stuff like that. Don't do that before. That's after. Okay. Um, just tell him you're thankful and that you understand that life happens. Don't be entitled. He will run if he seems entitled. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know life happens. Maybe you didn't have it, or you did. Maybe you forgot about me, and it's okay. I just really thought that you cared and wanted to help me. Hold on, I'm going right now. I'm gonna go give you your money right now. Don't cry. You over there putting him on mute, laughing like a villain. Anyway, w- they feel like they don't like you asking for pics. If I feel like they don't like you asking for pics. Um, because their pics is always 10, 20 years old. Y'all know, like whenever men have a dating site or some type of social media, they don't post daily on, girl, them pictures is 20 years old or 10. Just add 10 years. Get you an app where that ages people and go ahead and age them by 10, 15 years. And that's what he gonna look like. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all know it's true. Don't be laughing. I think, okay, y'all know how like old people got Facebook? Well, I have Facebook because I'm old. And I also have Instagram. But like some of the people that on Facebook from like 10 years ago still got the same picture. Same picture. I'm like, what the heck? What you look like now? I know you don't look like that no more. I know because it's been 10 years. Mhm. When they got that one picture where they was in their prime. Anyway, then when you see them, you be like, Tales from the Crypt. Anyway, that's why they come with that envelope because they already know they got to make up for that picture. Okay. Um. Y'all have to keep up with like men. Change y'all pictures out. I'm sorry. Change them every 2 months, okay? Because y'all be changing. You said coffee these days ain't cheap. Just order more coffee. It's cheap to me, baby. Like I get coffee almost every morning. It's too cheap for a date. How about that? Like I'm worth more than bean juice. That's all it is bean juice. Like, are you gonna really get dressed, put on your finest makeup, perfume, hair, get your nails done to go sip on some bean juice? Not me. You said laxative water. Exactly. You gonna go get you a free laxative, girl? Why, thank you for inviting me to the laxative place. I really needed it to introduce some new diuretics into my system. Maybe I'll try something new on the menu. Hmm. Somebody said order 8 items. That just make you look ratchet. How you gonna go to the coffee shop? First of all, you showing up to a cheap date and then ordering 8 items. That's gonna make you look crazy. You going first of all, you look crazy for showing up on a coffee date. That's number one. You look crazy like you don't love yourself. Number two, if you gonna order 8 things, that means you really crazy. Okay, so no, just don't even show up, girl. Should you try different religion, rich men? Though I don't want to convert. If you're just dating, you don't ever have to convert. Okay, like if you're just dating, you don't have to convert. Just get their money, girl. And they start talking about marriage and converting. They say, "I'm so glad you talked about that. You can convert to my religion. It's called no religion." All right, you love me that much, you would convert for me? Because remember, the man has to love you more, which means he will convert for you, not you for him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Otherwise, wrong target, or he won't make you convert at all. Okay, that's my take on it. Like, if a man loves you more than you love him, converting is not even on the table. You have never been on a coffee date? Take me to Morton's, Wolfgang's, or Maestro's? Okay. Is it good to go on a date even if I know he's not my target because I've been out of the dating game for a while? No, sometimes it's a practice date. Sometimes you just get the practice date in, the date to get you back out dating, and da 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 da. It's like you're not always going to have the right target on the dates. You're going to have some that work out, some that don't. And you get to learn how men think and how they act around women that they're nervous about, or how they act around women that you know they're not going to call them back. And you get just observe. Y'all just keep observing. The more you observe, the more you learn. I remember I went out one time with this guy, and you could tell he drew his hairline in, girl. This is before they had the good, like, men weaves and stuff. Girl, he had like a line like this, and it was all drawn in with some shoe polish or whatever he had to use. And like it was hot outside, right? And it started like dripping. Like he had like a little black drip like that. Like, and he he already knew nobody was gonna call him back. And he looked like it on the meal. He looked like it, the whole date hurt because he knew he wouldn't get no call back. He was like, "You look too good for me. I know you're not gonna call me back." He didn't say that, but you could tell that's what he was feeling. um, and he wouldn't even get no call back with that drip now. You gotta put powder on it and spray it with some hairspray or something. Come on. All right. Anyway, I know he was glad when Man Weave came out. He went and ran. Anyway, he said a lot of guys will pull a knot of money out in front of you but won't give you any. Um, I asked. I'd be like, "Oh, give me some. Where mine at?" I'm saying something. You gonna pull it out? You gonna use it, or you gonna give it? You know, just like how men's like, "Oh, well, she took off her clothes and she wanted to give it to me." Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you. You gonna pull it out? I'm gonna take it. Give me that money. Okay. I'm like, "Ooh, how much you giving me? How much you gonna give me to go shopping?" Then he'll be like, "Oh, he might give you some, girl. You gotta say something. Y'all gotta speak." I'm not afraid to talk. I'm like, where's mine?" Okay. Angela say you don't have social media, but men won't believe that you don't have social media these days. That's why you gotta make up a fake one. You would prefer to have someone's number now in days? What? Why would you pull out a roll of money and not share? Exactly. Men, if you gonna pull it out, you gonna spend it, baby. Men out in the street ask me for my Instagram. I just say I'm not on the socials. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it was weird. One like I was out and somebody wanted me to follow them on Instagram. They wanted me to follow them on Instagram. I'm like, I'm not gonna follow nobody on Instagram. Especially not no dude. What the heck? Dusties like to ask you for your IG and not phone number. Many of them have weird pages. I know. Like, I'm not gonna follow you. Forget that. Yeah. Honestly, men who really like you are who are truly interested and want to romance you will be direct, and they will let you know that they like you, and they will let you know that they want to impress you. That's how you know. You don't have to guess. It's too obvious. If you're sitting there guessing, If you're sitting here trying to figure it out, he don't want to impress you. If you're sitting there trying to figure out why he didn't call, why he didn't do this, he's not trying to impress you because you wouldn't have to sit there and figure it out if he really wanted to impress you. Then he would. Okay. So a lot of ladies are like in denial about some of these guys out here. You don't have to guess. They will show you. They will show you. You don't have to guess. They will show you. And that's how you know you have the right target. Okay. And the rest are just playing games. So when it's not obvious, when you have to second guess yourself and feel like, oh my gosh, this is person, they don't. Just chalk it up as they don't. And you know the ones that do because it will be too obvious. Um, how can you get back on track when you've gained weight? Your dad literally told you need to lose 30 pounds and get married to him. Is your dad? Well, I guess your dad is probably paying your bills. Honestly, then tell him to pay for your 30-pound weight loss. He's gonna tell you all that. Okay. Look. Well, you want me to lose weight? Hire me a nutritionist, a private chef to cook me some good food that don't taste nasty, and buy my gym membership. And then maybe, just maybe, I will. He said you pay your own bills. Well, he can't tell you nothing then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He said somebody said try smoothies. Mm-hmm. Her dad doesn't have to do any of these things. It's on her. She knows the assignment. Sure, what's everyday routine like for a 55 plus year old? Naps, get up, walk around, eat something, nap. Lots of naps. Okay, TV. If they have a job, work. All right. And when you add them to your IG, they sleep with your homegirl as well. What? Rachel? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's hilarious. Uh, Sleep is important for weight loss. You actually burn the most fat when you're sleeping. Yeah, so sleep all day, girl. If you ain't got nothing to do, sleep all day. There you go. That way you won't be hungry and you're burning calories in your sleep. Do you know some celebrities do that? Like when they have to lose a lot of weight real fast, it's kind of dangerous. But they hire someone to put you under for like 3 days straight, like and like to make you sleep for 3 days straight. And when you wake up, you done lost weight, girl. Then they let you eat like liquids for like a week, and then they put you back to sleep for 3 more days. This is what they be doing, girl. I'm like, you know what? They starving themselves, but they don't feel the pain because they're asleep. And then they come back well rested. Oh, I just took a little time off. I'm well rested and snatched. Okay. Jury, you never heard of that? A lot of those celebrities do that when they have to do like commercials or movies and they need to lose weight quick because they don't be walking around skinny all the time. They eat and they hide out in their little mansions. When they have to make an appearance, sometimes, not all of them do this, but some of them that don't want to put in that work, they be like, okay, come put me to sleep for 3 days. You don't let liquid die. Okay. It's like it because they have to get paid. They get paid to look a certain way, so they have to. Okay. You set up a practice date with some random dude every week. This helps me stay motivated to lose weight. That's good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's a good idea. Like, I mean, a date is a date, baby. Get your date on. What if a man asks you to be his friend? I don't know him. Um, He's basically asking you to get to know him so that he can move in on more than friends. But romance, yes, romance has everything to do with how you feel while you're out with this person. So if it's a romantic date, like a lot of men confuse romance with cheesy stuff like, oh, let's go on a picnic in the park, let's go on a walk, let's go on a hike. Romance includes spending money too, right? Unless you broke and the woman knows you broke and she know you ain't got no money and she's still with you. Okay, fine. Y'all do some free stuff. But if you have money, you can't be doing free cheap stuff and thinking it's romantic. Okay. That's one thing. If the woman knows you have money, what you do has to cost money because that's how she knows that you are trying to impress her, appreciates her, and wants to provide and protect. Okay. So if you have money, you have to spend it on the woman in order for her to feel like it is a romantic gesture. If you have money and you don't spend none, it's like, okay, you don't like me. Okay. I like to go on hikes with my mom or someone else, not no male. Exactly. And what we going on a hike for? You, I don't even hike. Why would I hike for you? I don't even hike for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm, so I'm like, why? You said all you gotta do is wear a dress. Wear a dress, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, being too masculine kills the romance as well, like really quickly. So when you're being romanced, try to stay in your feminine as long as you can. Okay. I know sometimes men bring out the masculine in women by acting feminine. So just try to get them back in their masculine by being extra feminine, or suggesting something. Don't come out of that if you're enjoying being romanced. Okay. Save that for later once y'all in the relationship. All right. Um, To be honest, my neighbor is a doctor doing his residency, and the Asian wife goes on hikes and rides bikes all the time. It's their thing. That might be how she hooked him. They're both in their 20s. Girl, that don't sound like a life I want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, it looks good on the outside, but he's probably in debt. He can't afford to take her out on no dates. So he probably happy that they can ride and go on hikes and bikes, okay? But like that's nice. And they're in their 20s. That's very nice. But in my 20s, I was going lots of different places that didn't involve bikes or hikes, okay? Nice places. So there's a difference. You said you actually like outdoor activities because, okay. Well, that's nice. A lot of people do like outdoor activities. To me, the perfect outdoor activity for me, like for those, like it would be cool to go camping with a man, but we have to have all the good top of the line tents, little cooking stuff and all this in a nice place, drink, music, stars. You said only glamping. Exactly. Oh, the great goddess. I didn't see your question, girl. What you see? Let me scroll back up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me answer. If I can find it, girl. It must be way up there. Your sugar daddy usually likes to give 1K. Last week he said 500. Was I wrong or entitled to say no, not today, babe? No, I would have took it and be like, okay, so every little bit helps. Thank you so much. This is really gonna help me out a little bit. Just like every little bit helps. Take the money. Don't ever not take the money, girl. What? Take the money. Say every little bit helps. Little bit. And then like he'll try to get you the rest, okay? I'm sure he will. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps. Give him a kiss and say, I can't wait to get some more. I'll be making up stuff in my mind as I go, like literally, like you give me less than what you gave me last week. I'm gonna be thankful. I'm taking it. I'm gonna say, oh, thank you so much. This is so sweet. Every little bit helps. Give them a little kiss in their ear, whisper in their ear. I can't wait to get some more. Y'all have to act, act to get your money. You said get therapy for what? Retail therapy? Yes, that's the best kind. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, mm, Lawyers are crazy or what? So, a lot of men think that women need therapy, but a lot of men need therapy themselves. So, I mean, maybe y'all's first date can be therapy because y'all, I know, let's go on a therapy date because you say I need therapy, then you do too. Okay. All right. You're going to see why you don't like to spend money on women, and I'm going to see why I need men to spend money on me. We're going to figure it out together. Okay. I don't want to feel like I'm being used. Well, excuse me, sir, you're the man, you're the provider and protector. That's your role. You're supposed to impress the woman. You're supposed to spend money on her or just don't ask her out if you fear being used. Like Kanye said, if you can't be used, then you're useless. If you can't be used, then you're useless. You don't want to be useless, do you? If I have no use for you in my life, why are you there? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So, how do you let him know you want to take a vacation trip where he will pay for it? Ask him where we're going on vacation this year, where he's taking you to vacation this year. Where are you taking me on vacation this year? Where are you taking me? It's the key words, okay? Not where are we going, because that means you might pay, but where are you taking me on vacation this year? That's how you say it. Okay. Can I get first date tips? You went to college with this guy, but it's taken him 2 years to ask me out. Just have fun, be yourself. Make sure you don't tell your life story. Listen to everything he says so you can, you know, use it later on. And just have fun. Y'all are young, Make him spend, don't pay for nothing. Don't do an interview date, talk about things that don't have anything to do with your future, but today only. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the best thing I can. Don't talk too much about your future. Don't talk about your past. Um, have fun and live in the present moment. Men aren't about the only reason they will ask you about your future or what you're looking for is so that they can make a checklist and get whatever you're trying not to give them for free. Okay. So just make sure you're just living in the present moment when you're dating and it's not an interview and you're having fun. Maybe go to several places, you know. Say live in the moment. He will be drooling. Like most men feel like dating is an interview or a setup for trapping them in some sort of marriage or relationship. It should be fun for both people. Can you be a gold digger and wait till marriage? You sure can. But you have to find a man who is understanding of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and chances are he might have something on the side, so he doesn't need to sleep with you. Because a lot of men won't be celibate in a relationship. They're going to get it elsewhere. And if that's the case, but he is going to marry you, you shouldn't really care if he's getting it elsewhere because then you're not going to give it to him. So who cares, right? All right. That's how I feel about it. Like you can't ask one person who's not celibate to be celibate for you just because you're in a relationship. Let that man go do his thing. Okay. Because he gonna do it anyway, whether you know it or not. Get your money. And then you can wait till you get married. Because he's not going to wait. Literally. Believe me. Okay. How to get money from a man if you're the side chick. Ask. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, sure. I really want to get married, but I've gotten so used to living alone. It's hard imagining otherwise. Any tips? Date. Invite people over your house that you date. Maybe get into a long-term relationship before you get married. Live with someone. See how it feels. Because a lot of times it's hard to live with another person, but if you gradually ease into it, it's easier. Okay. Maybe spend the night. If you start dating someone, spend the night at your house, let him spend the night at your house, you spend the night at their house. Like when y'all are in a serious relationship, make sure he paying some bills. Because as soon as they start taking them bills from you, you're gonna start to see like, oh, I like this. This might not be so bad. Okay. That's very romantic. He took all my bills. I couldn't stop him. He paid them on time. Oh my goodness. All right. Um, you said he wants a monogamous relationship with me and he pays no bills except breadcrumb. Girl, monogamous mean pay bills. Okay. That's what monogamous means. When I hear monogamous, the bills getting handed over. Okay. Monogamous. Yeah, here go your bills. My bills are now your bills. Thank you. That's what monogamous means to a woman who is, about her money. Okay. Monogamous means he's taking you off the market so no other man can pay your bills. So therefore, he has to pay them. Okay. Because if you were not in a monogamous relationship and some man offers to pay your bills, you can't say, well, I'm in a monogamous relationship, so I can't date you and get my bills paid because this man who I'm dating, who not paying my bills, thinks we're in a monogamous relationship. No, monogamous means you off the market, which means your bills are also off the market to be paid. So give him your bills and say, this is part of the monogamy. This is what comes with monogamy with me. This is my definition of monogamy. Bills. Okay. Otherwise, I can't be monogamous and not so somebody that don't pay no bill. That is crazy to me. Like if y'all are monogamous to men who don't pay bills, y'all are cheating yourselves. Like cheating out on yourself to not get the best. Okay. That's the same thing as a man dating a woman and becoming celibate for her, even though he has many options and waiting till marriage. They're not going to do that. And it's not even fair to ask them to do that unless they offer to do that. But I'm not getting ready to be monogamous if you're not paying no bill. King player. Okay, you say you pay your girlfriend bills. She live in my home. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. See, even king player, DMGP, pay bills. Okay, you can't be monogamous and not have a man pay your bills. Okay, this guy you're seeing for a year, we did nothing, but he asked me today, what do I expect from him? A man, what shall I say? Give him your bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm glad you asked. Give them bills. That's the perfect time to get your bills paid and say, "Would you like to be put on direct deposit?" And sprinkle, spring. Give me my yes. Get them bills paid. If he's already paying bills, then I'll get your allowance. You said that's right. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I believe so. That's what I live by. You felt like you was regressing like a crab in a bucket. Oh no. Any advice on Eastern Europeans? Not many wealthy ones in here. Um. Okay, so find a wealthy one. They don't have to be cute, girl. Just find an old one with some money saved, or find someone that's not from Eastern Europe and maybe just traveling, or maybe just living there from another country. I don't know. Like, y'all are asking me how to find, you know, stuff that's not there. Y'all got to go elsewhere, or get online, or you have to date foreigners that have money. Okay, or date find the ones that are rich. I mean, what am I supposed to tell you? You can't exploit broke people. You can't expect a man who doesn't have it to give it. Okay? Do you have other wife friends to travel with or talk to? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like some of my like children's mothers, like whenever we go to like functions, parties, whatever, whatever, I talk to some of them, but like a lot of times we don't have anything in common. I'm too off. Like some of them are, just not it. So I tend not to have things in common with a lot of women my age, you know. So I don't know. Like they're more into the care and stuff that, and I'm not. I guess that's the best way I can. They're more into the homeowners association, the PTA. Like what? Stupid stuff that I don't care about. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, like gossip about the neighborhood. Like I don't care about that. I'm not going. I don't know. I'm too much. Then they want to get nosy, and I don't like people getting nosy. Like I'm not gonna tell you nothing on the school board. Yeah, too basic. Yes, I mean there's there's some that aren't basic, but we still don't have enough in common. You know what I'm saying? You have been loving being able to take care of myself and not have to depend at all. Let me keep listening. Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, everyone is so detested to me getting sugar daddy. They say it's selling my body. What are your thoughts? Would you rather give it for free? Is my question. So they would rather you go date some dust and give it out for free and still struggle and probably still have it not end the way that you want it to end anyway. This way, you can get your money, have a relationship, and probably still date other people. Like, to me, it's no different than a man dating several women and not committing. They're getting exactly what they want, and they're still dating. So it's none of their business because it's not their life. I believe that. Okay, so they say it's wrong, but if someone offered to pay all their bills, you don't think that they would accept it? If someone says, "Let me take care of you, let me pay them bills, giving them student loans, you want to go shopping," do you think they're going to say no? No, they're going to be like, "Hell yeah!" So do what's best for you, not what's best for them. Okay, what's best for you, that's what you do. Um, Remember, a lot of women get shortcuts in life, so take them. Okay. That's why a lot of women are upset because they don't get that shortcut or they don't want to put in the effort to get that shortcut, available to them. And I keep telling y'all, there are shortcuts in life. A lot of people say there are no shortcuts. Yes, it is. Ask women. They say the fastest way for a woman to become wealthy is to marry. That's a very quick shortcut. Okay. And the next best thing to that is date somebody with money and them giving you money. That's another shortcut. Okay. So remember, take your shortcut if it's given. Take it. You want to sit there. Look, a lot of times, like if a man comes along, he says, okay, I like young women. I want to be a sugar daddy. Let me help you. You're gonna say no? It makes no sense. Oh no, let me work 20 years. Let me go work hard for 20 years, age myself, stress myself out because I want to do it on my own. No, I'm gonna take your help. Then I'm gonna stay home and sleep, take care of myself, and use your money to build myself. Okay, thank you. Take the shortcut. Because there's women out here, and I'm not downing women because women got to do what they got to do. But there are some women down here, out here, downing women for dating older men or taking money from men, and they have to work 20 years just to get what you already got because you took the shortcut. You know, and so why suffer when you don't have to? You said some feminists empowered women would say no. Trust me, a true feminist would say yes and take advantage of everything. Okay, yes, they would take it and work if they wanted both. Okay, they would take it and start their own business. Okay, what's better than being a female entrepreneur on somebody else's dime? What's more feminist than that? Nothing. Okay, that's why a lot of people get in their own way. A lot of people get in their own way because they're too stuck in their own thinking. Oh, well, if I do this, this is not going to be, you know what? Do this and that. Do both because that's what I do. I'm gonna take your money and I'm gonna flip it and make money on your money. That's how you're supposed to do it. Girl, I don't please don't get flown out no more. That fly out culture is not romantic. And it's not like unless you just dying to fly out and put it on Instagram, y'all. It is not a thing. Especially if they too broke to fly you out. Okay. You shouldn't even be trying to get out nowhere. No. I don't know, like, please stop doing this fly out thing. It's ratchet. I don't know what to tell you. I keep trying to help y'all. Y'all need to stop. Okay? Fly out culture is ratchet. Unless it's on a private jet, okay? It's ratchet. Stop doing it. All right. Like, no, you're ratchet. All right. Oh, cash out. Thank you, Sarah. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Appreciate you. Y'all want my cash out? Look, I'd rather get cash out than flued out, okay? Be romantic. Send me some cash out. All right. You said being flown out is not glamorous. Yes. It's, you know, if y'all like it, then great. But it's for me, I would not brag about it. I wouldn't tell nobody. Okay. Because, like, think about it. A man with real money, if he's looking at your Instagram, he's seeing you getting flued out everywhere. I'm getting flued out. He's going to think, okay, how many people is flying this chick out? Okay. She an international call girl, you know? And she might as well be a flight attendant as much as she get flued out. So you don't want to keep posting you getting flued out. That is ratchet culture. Let me tell y'all something. If you get on both sides of the algorithm and you follow certain types of women versus other types of women, One looks very promiscuous compared to the other. One looks very ratchet and low class compared to the other. What they make popular for certain types of women, they don't make popular for other types of women. I'm trying to help you. Listen very carefully. They push getting flued out, asking people to pay for nails, and all the ratchet stuff under the sun on this side of Instagram and TikTok and all that. Okay. On the other side of TikTok, it's flowers being sent, roses being sent, popping champagne bottles, dinner for two on the balcony. This is what is being shown on one side of the internet. And then on the other side of the internet, it's travel booty, twerking, edges. And so, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of that type of thinking as if, getting flued out is a thing. It's not a thing. There is a divide in what your stereotype is being perceived as. And if y'all keep buying into the stereotype, that's what it's going to become and be forever. Okay. You don't want to be seen in culture when they look back 20 years from now, you know, that way. You want to be the one receiving the roses, the flowers, the dinner for two in the balcony. You want to be seen like getting the nice car with the bow on top. You want to be seen going shopping. You want to be seen living the soft life, the nice life. You don't want to be seen in the airport all the time unless it's with your family or your husband or things like that. Okay. You don't want to be seen as that. Y'all are creating the narrative by buying into it. And it's not very romantic. If you meet someone and they go and scroll on your Instagram and they see you all, not getting this romantic treatment and treated special, but you out there flying two people, it's not a good look. Oh, goddess wild red sprinkle sprinkle. You said love, love, love being a goddess. Thank you. So if you go, don't post it. Okay, keep it private. Don't tell nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. hmm Low effort. Flued out equals delivery service. Low effort for men towards women. Free travel points. $0 spent by him. Exactly. Um, Flued out even isn't a real world word. That's how wretched it is. Exactly. Even Dusties are getting to the bag by dating the Bob the Builder. Yes, and being romantic is not suggesting to fly out a woman. That is not romantic at all. Okay, that is ratchet. If a man says, "Let me fly you out," that's not romantic. Unless he sent his jet. Done. Okay. You said goddess only accept goddess treatment. Exactly. Your boyfriend found out you went to dinner with your ex a few months ago. How could I use this situation to my advantage? Say he wanted to pay your bill. Say you was having financial issues. You knew he couldn't handle it. Your ex offered to help. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his money up. He gonna get his money up, so you don't have to go back. That's what I would say. You know what? I needed some help financially, and I know you don't have it, and so he just offered to help because he knows what I'm going through. Because my mom told him, or my sister told him, or somebody told him, so he reached out and said he just want to give him some money. He just want to make sure I'm okay. Now, when another man says that and make sure you're okay, and your own man currently can't do that for you, it makes him want to get up and either do that for you or let you go so somebody else can do something for you. Because like if he is doing everything for you, say you needed more. What one man won't do for you, another one will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know. No blurring of gender roles. Exactly. That whole gender role blurring thing is stupid to me. You have a job, do it, or get out of my face. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to deal with dating a stoic man. What's a stoic man? What does that mean? What is explain? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stoic is nonchalant. Oh, okay. I kind of like that actually. It adds a little air of mystery, but it also can seem like robotic as well. So they have to have some type of personality under all of that. And if you can see a little bit of it, you know that it's there. You said no emotions. That I mean, that's good for me because I don't like emotions that much. I go, "Oh, man, go bring me my money, do what I ask, and we good." Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you like stoic men who have a sense of humor. Exactly. Like I don't need you to be all. I don't need you to be all extra. Just do what you're supposed to do. How do they fall in love with you? They do. They fall in lust with you, and to them, that's basically love. Okay. Um, Usually, stoic men like women who are the exact opposite. So that means you could be a drama queen with them, girl, and they'll stay calm. They won't even act. You be like, okay. They don't get out of hand. Do I think gender roles apply to women cooking and cleaning, or can I get a cook and a cleaner? Well, they say the best chefs in the world are men, and all the products out there, Mr. Bubble, Mr. Clean. So, I don't know. Hire somebody. DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, or maybe the man can cook. When I say gender roles, like cooking is not a gender role. Because if that were the case, the best chefs in the world would be female, right? Okay. And the richest, and think about this: if provisions and protection were a gender role, which it is, the richest person in the world would be a what? A man. The richest person in the world is not a woman. The best chef in the world is not a woman. So until that is, you don't have a woman president. So give me my money. Okay? And hire me a maid and order out or take me to eat. Think about that. Why can't a woman be the wealthiest? I'm just saying they can. If she marry and he die, sprinkle sprinkle. It's possible. Having a child is a gender role, and I feel that's enough. Exactly. Do you agree that if a guy really likes you, he'll secure a second date by the end of the first one? Most likely, or soon after. You keep the power even after years of marriage when the man was the first to make a move of courtship and marriage. Yeah. Yeah. What if a man likes to take it super slow? I'm getting bored. Then where's your other one? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes men who take stuff super slow is they're taking it super slow for a reason because they got another one. Okay. Use your brains, ladies. That's what they're for. What man do you know take everything super slow unless he need extra time for other women? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They the ones be trying to rush the fastest. Yeah, they have another one. They got you on a rotation. Exactly. Your man doesn't recognize he needs to send money. Do you hear me? Send money. or they're married. Exactly. So yeah, I'm taking it extra slow so I have time for all the ladies. That's what they say. Should I address the fact that this man that took 2 years to come back after I blocked him, he was wasting time, so I removed him? Huh? What do you mean, should you address it? No, just address it with a cash app request. How about that? When we go on the date, should I bring that up? No, because it means you're stuck in the past. The past is the past. He didn't waste 2 years. You wasted 2 years thinking about him. You know what I'm saying? What do you drink if you're sitting at the bar for lunch on weekdays? Whatever you want. If it's early in the morning, don't drink anything alcoholic because you'll look like an alcoholic. But if it's afternoon, I think you have like a light cocktail or something like a margarita or something. Something simple. He brought you to see houses to move in together and told him that I'll need a ring first. Should I play along or remind him of my word? Um, Girl, he sound like he playing super game. Yes, you need the ring first. Like I'm not looking at houses until I can actually visualize where I'm going to put my furniture. So I'm gonna need the ring. Don't waste my time. Like a man will do that all the time. Take you house shopping and stuff, acting like y'all finna move in and be together, and ain't nothing further from the truth. So yes, please get your ring before you go house hunting because you need that ring and you need to be married before you even get a house so that if something should happen, your name is on there and you married and got the house. Okay. Because in some states the laws are different. Like if you marry and the man already bought the house or owns the house and your name ain't nowhere on no marriage license, it's an issue. So make sure you marry before you get the house. Um, he says you had a guy take you to a $7 million home and he was broke. I'm sure. See, a lot of guys fake like that. Like, if you're that broke, why are you flossing so hard? If I was a man and I was broke, I'm not gonna floss that hard because I know I'm not gonna be able to keep up the facade. I'm gonna floss like my paycheck allow me to. That's about it. Okay, because I don't want to give nobody no false hope because I'm not gonna spend money I don't have. Okay, as if you were a man. Can you date your doctor? Yours acts infatuated to keep you coming back, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of doctors do that so you don't switch out on them and make more appointments to see them. It's called, a lot of doctors flirt with their patients so you can make more appointments so they can get more money. Um, if they really wanted you, they would have already asked you out. Believe. Okay. Um, you say you're currently dating a surgeon. Okay. Let's see if they want to ask you out, they will. They they go to therapy too. What? Yeah, a lot of therapists and a lot of doctors will flirt with their patients to keep them coming back. Know this as a woman. That's why if you get a female doctor or a female therapist, you don't have to worry about that. um, how does it look if you're drinking iced teas or water at the bar, asking for a vegan? Um, just tell them to put it in a glass and make it a mocktail. They won't know the difference. How to, yeah, yeah, just make it look like a drink, okay? That way it doesn't look so off. Okay, and I'm trying to read some more of these questions. Okay. Okay, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So, as far as romance is concerned, remember, talk is cheap, action is what romance literally is. Okay. Cheap romance doesn't count unless both of you agree that he's broke and you know it and you're willing to accept that. Um, some people are. I mean, like, I don't care if you got money. Just romance me. Write me a poem. Make a picnic in the park with some fried chicken, and I'll be all right. Well, that's not going to work if you have money. Like a man who has money, they can't do all that. You got to do a little bit more. You got to use your money to impress the woman because that those are the tools that you have. You know, the men use the tools that they have in order to, impress the woman and romance her. Not like if you don't have no tools, you don't have no tools to use. You got what you got. But when you have money, you have to use it if you want to show the woman romance. You can't have money and be cheap. It looks like you are scarcity in mindset. You have childhood issues with, poverty, scarcity mind, or not feeling protected as a man, and you're still in your feminine and don't know your role in this world. And then it also looks like you, are afraid to lose, which no winner is because they know they can win. Okay. It's a masculine mindset. If you don't have it and you're not a spender, it's because you have other issues you're not connected with, because the spender needs to spend, okay? Because you know you can earn it again. Men who don't spend, they got issues, okay? That's just it. They have too many issues. You're not going to be able to solve them. And just like men say about women, women who want you to spend on them, they got too many issues. Now, that's just the norm. Women are to be receivers by nature. Men are givers. If you can't play your role, step aside. Somebody else will. And romance, that goes along with romance. If you can't romance a woman, impress her, make her feel special, spend some money on her, then step aside. Somebody else can and will. Okay. You don't need to make up reasons why you don't want to, why you can't, why you don't think it's correct. We know the reason because you have a scarcity mindset and you don't feel secure and protected on your own by yourself yet because of something that you suffered through in childhood, which could have been poverty, abandonment, so on and so forth. But as a man, you got to step up out of that and remember your role as a provider and a protector yourself. Okay. You don't have time to sit there in your feminine for the rest of your life and repel feminine women. You're only going to attract masculine women, which are the women you don't want, which are the women you complain about, which are the women that emasculate you. So, therefore, get up and do what you have to do. And the best way to do this is to practice romancing women. And I'm going to tell y'all, when you practice romancing a woman, you get praise, you get appreciation, you get natural submission, which means they feel safe and comfortable around you. So they let you speak, they let you make the important decisions because they trust you and they see you as someone who is dependable, reliable, want to impress her, want to please her, provides, and all these type of things. So you're going to get more respect naturally. So if you're a man struggling and trying to find his role in life and not just trying to get something for free, definitely try romancing a woman. There's nothing that can make you masculine faster than romancing a woman. If you want to get out of that feminine role quick, go find a woman. Just Valentine's Day, just go pick one and romance her to your best ability. Okay. And you will feel like such a man. You will naturally fall back into your masculinity. And you'll be like, all those little feminine, manosphere voices are just going to leave your ear and you'll be like, this is what it's about. Okay. Romancing a woman is the fastest way to get your masculinity back. And you'll stop repelling feminine women and you'll stop attracting masculine women. Okay. Court her, show her she's important, spend money, invest in her. This is what it is. If men don't like this, it's their prerogative. They're in denial about it. They need to work out their issues on, being a masculine man and, not being the prize, not wanting to be spoiled, not da da da. That comes from not being given the proper type of, upbringing and feeling a lot of lack and abandonment or neglect as a child. Okay. So the best thing I can tell you to do, men, if you want to get over that, go get you a pygmy, let her mother you for a couple of months, like a little pet. And when you feel like you don't need it no more, man up, go get you a feminine, real woman and spoil her, romance her, and get your masculinity back. Okay? That's all I can tell you. And pygmy, after you done let that dusty, use you up, and while you spoiled him and got nothing in return, come to this channel and get yourself on the leveled up journey. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So everybody can help each other. Okay? Everybody can get help. They just got to help each other. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said flowers, money, shopping. What else? Pay attention to the little details of the things that she likes, like her favorite music. Maybe you can play that in the car. Her favorite store, her favorite perfume, her favorite flowers. Maybe present the money in a cool way that is like meaningful to her. Like, I don't know. Maybe give her, like the day y'all met, if you remember, like the number of bills you give her. Like, I gave you 11 bills because we met on the 11th. Something stupid like that. Add the thought in there. It's the thought because if you remember, she thinks you're thinking about her. So add some fake thoughts in there. Just make it up. I don't care. Um, you incorporate her favorite color, you know, but don't go overboard because it looks like too much. So maybe just pick three things or two or three things that her favorite things are, a memory, maybe a color or something that she really likes. And of course, everybody knows people's favorite music and incorporate that. And don't do too much extra because it looks like you're trying too hard after that. But just make it special, spend a good amount of money, and don't look for, like after you've done all this, don't ask her or talk to her about um, if you did a good job or not. Let the moment be so she can tell you on her own because that makes it more special. Because if you did it just to get praise, it doesn't count anymore. Okay. So that's very important. If you did all that just to be praised and given some points, it cancels the whole thing out. So you can't mention anything about did I do a good job? Am I a good this? Am I a good man? Am I a good boy? Don't say none of that. Shut it up. Just let it be. Let her tell you on her own. Okay. And then it's more meaningful and true. hmm Women like shopping sprees or large sums of money so they can go shopping or do whatever they want with the money. Women like being taken to nice places where they can dress up and show off. Women like special things that, like maybe like a limo ride or, um, you know, taking her to somewhere that she really likes, maybe a concert or wherever she want to go. Maybe book a cruise and surprise her. I don't know. But women like to be treated like princesses, queens. So you have to give her the royal treatment. Okay. Not no little ranky dank stuff. Okay. That's boring. She can do that stuff for herself. Something that she can't do for herself or something that she fantasizes about a man doing for her. That is how you romance a woman. Um, that's it. It's very easy. And once you're able to do that, you in. You said, yes, there are men listening. They would never be in the comment section. Okay. Shira, will you ghost a rich man if he tried to devalue you? Um, no man can devalue me. That's only up to you as a person. Like a man can't devalue you. Only you can devalue you. Okay. A man has no power to devalue a woman. So I don't know. Like he could try, but he never could. So that's the whole point. Like our thinking has to change about ourselves. A man can't devalue a woman. He came from a woman. Think about it. If he devalues a woman, he devalues himself. You said, we are the prize, our beauty is infinite as women. Exactly. So, if you accept a man telling you that you are less valuable, you first have to accept that in your own mind in order for him to devalue you. You have to devalue yourself. Okay. So, a man can't devalue. Okay. Which type of woman gets the best treatment in your opinion? The soft, cute women or the women who won't put up with bad behavior or the feminine women? The feminine women who are softer, but they have standards and boundaries. And I keep telling ladies on this channel, if you don't ever want to see someone again, you can treat them however. You can be masculine with them. But if you are trying to save the relationship or if you're trying to have date number 2 or 3 or whatever, then you act feminine and soft. Okay? Masculinity is to repel masculine men. So if one approaches you don't like how they're treating you, you don't like what they're representing, then your masculinity, you bring it out at the correct time, will repel them. If you want to keep them in and be coming in, then you stay feminine. That's just the law of nature. So uh, you can't keep a man by emasculating him, especially if it's just in the beginning stages. Okay. You learn boundaries so late. Well, it's never too late. At least you learned. Okay. 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 And remember, what you accept and what you believe about who you are as a woman is up to you as a woman. Okay. No matter what comes out of someone else's mouth, it doesn't make it true until you allow it to be true to you and only you. That's it. And we get into the habit of taking what someone says and making it the truth before we even think if we want it to be true or not. So, my best advice to anyone who is listening to people that don't have your best interest in mind, you need to have your own best interest in mind and tell yourself what only you need to hear in order to get you to the next level that you need to be at. That's the only thing you need to be listening to. Okay? Because any other person who's telling you different is not in your best interest. So, why would you listen to someone that doesn't allow you to be your best self? Okay? Uh-oh, Natalia, Sprinkle Sprinkle, thanks for being a member. You said even feminine men don't like masculine women. Did I get fillers? No. Y'all always ask me that. No, I just be drawing on these lips, girl. And then I be highlighting it with my lip gloss. Y'all get the level up lip gloss. And this is one of my lipsticks under it, and then I just put my lip gloss over it, and it looks like I got lip fillers. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. um, They're linked in the description bar. Level Up Cosmetics US. Is it bad if a woman approach men not like asking out but making look like she want him? Um, First of all, if you show interest in a man and they know that you want him, the ball's in their court because they know that they are able to, you know, make the next move and that most likely you will respond. So as long as you're not being pick me ish, I think it's fine. To show that they have a chance and let them do the rest. Your crush broke up with you 3 days ago. He has anxious attachment style, 2 times divorced. He seems perfect. How to get over him? Huh? Crush? Girl, I don't worry about no crush. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get another crush. What are you on high school? Like crush? Literally? I need some money. I'm not worried about no crushes, baby. Like where's the one that got the money crush? Got a crush on me with his money. That's what you need to be looking for. Okay, you wasting time. Um, I, a crush is just a crush. That means you got crushed because he didn't like you back, girl. Now, here's the thing: you need to find someone that likes you and gives you money. That's good. Thoughts on interracial dating? I don't think there's anything wrong with it unless you find something wrong with it. I don't really care. I'm saying, get your money. Get your money wherever you want it, wherever it's being given. Okay. How did you become a good businesswoman? I stayed consistent. Consistency is key in everything. Okay. You can have somebody that has the highest education, but are not very consistent and they won't become successful. Then you can have someone with zero education who is very consistent and will create something, you know, valuable. So consistency. Get up every day and do what you gotta do, period. Every day, every day, every day. I don't care what it is. Do something towards your business every day. Um, Natalia, how can you ask your sugar daddy to buy you an apartment while y'all in bed? And if y'all haven't slept together yet, tell him that he can come over to your new apartment if you get one. And maybe he'll furnish it too, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I want to invite you over and I want to make sure that it's comfortable in a nice area and I don't like where I am now. To make up a creepy guy that keeps messing with you in the complex or whatever, if you live in an apartment, or just make up something to where you don't feel safe and that maybe getting an apartment will make you feel safe. And maybe he'll do it and cry a little bit, cry a little bit. What if you like a guy your age, but he works and is generous and wants to spoil you? Um, at 23, I'm not taking no man seriously. He can give me some money and take me out, but my options are staying open because I know he's not trying to get married. He's not trying to pay these bills. He ain't trying to do what I need him to do because he's 23. So he can just be for fun, but make sure he pays and stays spoiling you. Yes. I always say, ask this question. In 5 years from now, you're going to be 28, probably ready to get married and have some kids. Is he going to be able to afford it? Don't get in too serious with someone that you know are not going to be able to afford the lifestyle you want in 5 years. Okay? That's all I'm saying. When he's 28, is he gonna be ready to marry, settle down, have kids, pay for the wedding, honeymoon, house, cars, school clothes? Is he gonna be able to do that? That's why I'm saying, don't take him seriously. He's gonna be ready to go back into the dating world. He's not gonna try to be able to commit. He's not trying to have no kids no time soon. He's probably not even making the type of money that can afford that. I'm not sure. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But have fun with that one. Don't take him too seriously. Date other men who are older and can be marriage material. Okay. You say, is he spoiling you? You, if not, why you with him? Okay. She said he was spoiling her, but to a 23-year-old, she doesn't realize that it costs a lot of money to live a lifestyle. You know, an apartment bill and a car note and a few credit card bills is nothing compared to a mortgage, homeowners association, uh, you know, health insurance, car note, car insurance, homeowners insurance. Um, what else? What else? All these bills. Okay. School clothes or clothes for your children, clothes for you, upkeep, maintenance. You know, it's a lot of money. So if you settle down with him, you're going to be working. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I'm saying 5 years from now, you're going to be ready to have that lifestyle. He might not be able to afford it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But I feel like he truly loves me. He expects me to be together forever. I don't care if you love me. I don't care if you love me. If you love me, then you'd be able to give me that lifestyle that I want. Okay. If you love me, you'll figure out how to make a bunch of money within those 5 years to secure me like an older man could. Because that's what you're gonna want. I promise you. You're gonna want the lifestyle in 5 years from now. You're not going to want love because you've already had it for 5 years. Okay. You might still want the love, but you're also going to want the lifestyle. You're going to want the nice wedding. You're going to want the nice house. You're going to want to stay home. And, if you get pregnant, you want to stay home and have your baby and not have to go rush back to work. You're going to want to live in a nice area. We don't have to worry about crime. You're going to want to drive a decent car or a nice car. You're going to want to buy the latest clothes. You're going to want to look cute and have time for yourself. And a 28-year-old is not going to be able to totally 100% provide that for you in 5 years from now. Okay. He can give you all the love in the world, but he can't give you those things unless you help him give them. And you are a 50-50 chick and you're struggling hard and you're not going to want that in 5 years from now. Things are going to change for you. At 23, that's why I tell y'all just to have fun because in 5 years from now, you're going to be looking for the money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Cynthia says she regrets marrying for love. You're older now and you're just now learning this. Exactly. You're not going to want love in 5 years from now. You're going to want some money. I'm trying to help you. Okay. Think about your 28-year-old self. What are you going to want? Heck, even your 30-year-old self. What are you going to want? That's what you need to be looking for in a man. Whoever can give it to you. Okay. Love your 23-year-old till you about 25, 26, and then go find you one that can afford your lifestyle. And if he can't, you say he might be ugly, but your life pretty. Okay. Look, I'm trying to help you. Believe me. If you marry for love, well, as soon as the love is gone, then what do you have left? Work? Mm-mm. The right age to marry is the age that you don't have to work no more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. The right age to get married at is the age where you tired of working. I keep trying to tell y'all. When you done with work, and you never gonna work again, you ready to just tie that knot, early retirement, that's when you marry. You know what I'm saying? I was done. And sometimes you don't have to work before then if they take care of you as a girlfriend. So Okay, I shoot. I stopped working at 22. Said, no more. I'm done. Hang it up. Let's get these bills paid over here. Um, so it just depends on when you want to stop working. That's why. That's when you get married. I'm tired of working. Let's get married. Um, and remember, this is just my opinion and yours if you choose them to be. This is your mindset if you choose it to be. It's not what every woman thinks. It's not what everyone goes by. It's what you choose to go by. Like my choice in life, if I said I wanted to get married so I don't have to work, I wanted to date an older man so I don't have to work, that was me saying this is my standard. If I'm dating you, I ain't working. Period. It was not because I was lazy. It was not because I'm a gold digger. It's because that's what I wanted. It's because I didn't want to work. Okay. Because of the circumstances that surround a lot of women that work who are attractive. It's not because I'm lazy, because it takes a lot of energy and effort to look this good. You can't be lazy looking like this. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't be lazy and have on all this makeup, hair, eyelashes, clothes, you know, stuff like that. So honestly, you can be lazy in different ways. But that was just my approach to it. Yes, I was on YouTube way back then. Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. I've been on here for 10 years. Yes. um, and longer, 10 years plus. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How can you give your boyfriend that has potential to be more ambitious for the lifestyle you want? I don't work with potential. This is how I feel. Tell him what you want. Tell him the lifestyle you want. He's going to tell you himself that he's not going to be able to give it to you. He's going to make remarks like, well, why don't you go find you a rich man or do this, 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 and that? Because these are going to be the clues that he's not going to be able to give it to you. So you need to tell him what type of lifestyle you want. And either he's going to go after it hard or he's going to tell you that he can't do it. He's going to let you know. So you need to tell him. He's going to let you know if he's an ambitious type or the type that will let you go because he can't do what you need him to do. If he's getting if you're his dream woman and you tell him what you want him to do, he'll do it. If you're his at the moment woman, you're his at the moment woman because he might not want you if he becomes successful. So you also need to think about that. You got to think about a lot of these things, like especially if you're dating someone your own age. If they had money, would they still date you? Think about this. Ask yourself this question. If your same age boyfriend had a lot of money, would they still date you or would they date someone else? We need to be real with ourselves. If the answer is no, then you already know that he's not going to get up and do it for you now. Okay? If you level up, he will see you're serious about the lifestyle you want, and other men will pay attention to you. Exactly. And he'll try to get it, but if he really wants to keep you. But a lot of times when women level up on same age men, it usually results in breaking up because he can't maintain her lifestyle or give her the lifestyle she wants and knows that she deserves because she's getting so much attention from other men who are able to provide her with that lifestyle and he just can't because he's too young. He doesn't have the tenure at his job or whatever. And it just basically makes it impossible unless he comes up with several streams of income to make money, because he really wants you. I mean, men will go out and get 3 jobs or create several streams of income, start a business, work, save, invest, flip money in whatever legal ways that they can and to keep the woman of their dreams. But they feel like they're working triple hard and double overtime just to keep you. They may feel too young and just let you go and just date someone younger or that doesn't want as much in life. So that's why I always say just go for the old man because they got the most money and they'll just give it to you with no problem. Um, and it's not a lot of extra drama with it. You said if you're a placeholder, make him a placeholder and get what you can. Use his money to level up and find another man. Okay. Because men do it all the time, right? Um, as far as race and dating, date who is into you and who spends the money on you. Okay. Like y'all are trying to make it too serious. Look, if you're not trying like date who's spending money, date who's into you. That's it. There's like who wants to spend his money on me? There you go. Who's into me? Who wants to spend his money? Come on. That's it. Spend his money on me. Who wants to date me? Who likes me? That's what it is. You'll know by the way they look, talk, walk, act towards you. Is it cheating if you have a boyfriend at 21 but you are exploring your girl? 21 don't count. He ain't trying to get married unless you have a ring on your finger. You single. Y'all are taking these young relationships like y'all are married. Y'all are not married. Does he pay your bills? You still on the market. You got a marriage license? You still on the market. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You think he's going to take himself off the market that quick? Nope. Hmm. You think your boyfriend's going to propose on Valentine's Day? What should you wear? Girl, something that he liked. Maybe if y'all are going to take pictures, something like looks good in a picture. Maybe a dress. Okay. You said that's the programming you had to get rid of. You thought each man was supposed to be my husband when you were young. Yeah. Mm-mm. You know, husband material, they can take care of everything without you having to work. That's husband material. Okay. Everything and more of the lifestyle that you want in 5 years. That's husband. That's how you can tell a man is going to be a good husband. In 5 years from now, can you take care of all my wants and needs without me having to work? That's husband material. Otherwise, it's not. And I know a lot of men think that's terrible. But if you think about it, let me ask y'all men a question. Do you really want your woman wanting and she's married to you and she still wants some more? And other men out there are willing to give it to her. Do you really want that? Like you don't want that in a marriage. You want to be able to give her whatever she need and want in the marriage. You don't want her to be like, I should have stayed single. I should have dated this dude I had once met. And he said he would pay my bills. He's still in my inbox. You don't want that. You want to totally take it all and let her just be. Okay. He said, would I do matchmaking? Why would I do matchmaking? I tell y'all where to go find them. Matchmaking to me is up to the individual because we have those options. Like honestly, we weed them out and we choose. The women choose. All you need to do is attract them and then you weed them out. Okay. What is your advice for mistresses? Get your money. All mistresses get their money. Because who cares? What about when you aren't attracted to older men? I can't date men I'm not attracted to. Then just get their money. Pretend you're dating them, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Like honestly, here's my thing. Get all of that dating out of your system for looks when you're younger. Because think about this. You're gonna see that man how many hours a day? A couple hours. But you're gonna see your house, your car, your clothes, your kids, yourself for way longer than you gonna see that man. Which one you need to look good? Okay. You gonna see him forever. How long he gonna sit on the couch, watch TV after work, and then fall asleep? That's all you gonna see him at. Maybe on a weekend, or he watch football or whatnot. Right? You gonna see him a little bit. Okay. You put a suit on a lizard, or you know, or who did it and why looking dude. They as long as they look like they got money, they look good to all women. Okay. You can dress up ugly, but you can't dress up a lifestyle that don't have no money. Okay, so make sure you find the one with the money. Make sure they look nice when you go out, and that's all that you need to worry about. Because you're supposed to make him look good, not the other way around. He's supposed to make you look comfortable. You're supposed to make him look good. What if the woman prefers the mistress role instead of the wife? Is it smart to do long term? Sure, if that's what you want to do. Get your money. What if you never want kids? Should you? No, don't ever tell a guy that. Let him find out when it's too late. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Because you could change your mind. If you don't, you don't. But never say never. Okay. Is this day and age where are the best places to find rich old men? I always see them at breakfast places, child. They always be in a nice area. Okay. What does it mean when a man says you're mature for your age? It means you're smart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It means you dumb it down, baby. It means dumb it down. Um, he said, "How am I going to be comfortable if you overly emotional?" Exactly. Yeah, like when they say that, it means you're too smart and you know too much. So act stupid, or act like you don't know anything, or ask more questions. I mean, he can't run his game on you properly. He said, "How to educate these young girls on not going 50-50. Your money is your money, his money is your money. That's it. Like if a man really likes you, he gonna spend on you, and he will not let you spend. If you reaching in your purse, he don't like you. Tell him that. If he asking you to pay, he ain't into you. There you go. That'll stop him right there. "Oh, if he asks me to pay, or if I pay, that means he's not into me." Oh my gosh. Yeah, when a woman tries to pay, it's very masculine. Don't do it, ladies. And when a woman tries to pay the bill, take the bill, split the bill, it's very masculine. Do not do it. I don't care what you've been told by whoever. I don't care if a man think it's sexy. A man think it's sexy because he's saving money is sexy to spend on his next chick. Okay, investment, investment is sexy. You know what's even sexier? Oh, she made me pay. That's even sexier. She expected me to pay. She made me feel masculine. That's even more sexy. He ain't got nothing left for the next chick, and you made him pay because that's what he's supposed to do. He feels more masculine around you, and he invested money, so he gonna call you back. So don't go 50-50 with these dudes. That's very masculine of you. You might as well deepen your voice and ask if he got some bills you could pay too. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm serious. If y'all going 50-50 with these dudes, get some of their bills and pay them too, because that's what y'all looking like. I shouldn't feel bad for exploring more options, not taking him seriously. Girl, you 23. He ain't gonna be nowhere in 5 years to do what you need to do when you're 28. I promise you. He's gonna be still partying, playing in video games, still working a regular job or wherever he working at. Girl, he ain't gonna be ready to get married at 28, 29, 30. He's not. Most men aren't. So remember that he's not your husband, baby. Unless you want to marry and work and live that mediocre lifestyle and work, clock in once, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me to do that. I don't care. I don't care how much you love him. I love me more. Like when I think about myself, like if I was 23-year old, I'm looking at myself in 5 years from now. Not today, not how much I'm in love with you today, how much I'm gonna be in love with the lifestyle that I have in 5 years. If he can't give it to me, then I can't be there. You know what I'm saying? Having goals and standards is part of self-love. Okay. Honeymoon stage wears off. That means all that lovey-dovey stuff that you feel for him, it's not gonna last. Not when the bills are due, not when you tired from work, not when you are watching all your friends, live the lifestyle you could have had, and you sit up there clocking in, working, being tired, and he asking you for money at bill time, and y'all got a baby and all this kind of stuff. Y'all gonna be struggling. That's struggle love. Okay. You said, should you just break up? No. When you're 25, you need to start having better options. You can stay for 2 more years, girl. When you hit 25, you need to get serious about your life. Okay. And there's no guarantee he gonna stay with you till 25. If you start talking about marriage and houses and stuff, chances are he's gonna try to break up with you before that. Okay, because that scares young men. So when you start to get about 24, 25, start talking about marriage, kids, house, mortgage, and he'll exit the building himself. Okay. And leave you free to go date the guys that can give it to you. All right. So, all when you're about 24 and a half, start talking. And there you go. Dusty told me he heard rumors about me. I told him I heard he broke Dusty and going nowhere in life from his woman. Now run and tell that dustball. Okay. Let him see that other men want you. Exactly. You told the guy that you have to pick men carefully so I don't have to divorce him 5 years into the marriage. He said that in 5 years I would be too trapped to leave because of future kids. Red flag. Okay, so you can't be too trapped to leave with future kids. Okay, because you can get future child support too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Red flag. Okay, so then put a wave two red flags. How about that? One for him and one for you. If I know how destructive 50-50 was at 20, I'd be married woman to a provider with 5 kids. Okay. Sure, what would you do if you were 20 right now? Have fun like I did. Do what I was doing. Going out, having fun. I was out every night having fun, meeting people, having a good old time, living the life, baby. I had fun in my 20s. I would do the same thing. That was fun. All right. Um, do it look hoochie if someone is dating two guys at different times? No, it looks normal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. In this day and age, you have to have options because if one is not guaranteed, then why should you put all your eggs in one basket? Okay. Unless someone says, look, I will secure you, give me all your bills, let me take you off the market. Here's a ring. I want you to be mine. I will take care of everything. Then why should you limit yourself? Okay. You should ideally be dating 4 to 5. What? That's a lot. 4 to 5. If you can keep up, yes. Girl, girl, you be taking them energy drinks, don't you, girl? Tara, sprinkle, sprinkle. So many Dusties trying to date. They love level up women, talking about love, etc. Boy, bye. Please go get some money and try again. Okay. Um. So yes. What time is it? Okay. So yes, make sure that, your standards stay high. Your femininity stays high and you expect romance from dates. You treat yourself how you want them to treat you. You mention things that you like, maybe if it's in a movie or a scenario or you see someone doing something nice for someone, oh, how nice he treats her. Oh, I love that when men gift women or Valentine's Day is coming up, so that's the perfect chance for to get romanced and all those type of things. So make sure when you talk and you're talking to guys, they know that you like romance. If they know you like romance, they're going to be more romantic. You know, did I ever give a Dusty a chance? Yes, in my teenage years, sprinkle, sprinkle. hmm Dusty's was like everywhere when you're a teenager. Early, young 20s and teens. After that, nope. Not like, sometimes men disguise themselves. They're not, they don't seem dusty on the outside because they be lying. But the only dusties I ever entertained was as a teenager and like under 21, 21 and under, baby. That's it. Um, because I told y'all I grew up in the early 2000s. Not grew up, but like I was in the 20s in the early 2000s and all their culture. Like men spent money back then. So what would you do if you were 21 then 22? Be 21 and 22? That's what I do. Okay. I said when you were young, did you think love was real? I thought love was real because I loved myself. And, like I knew love was real when I learned how to love myself and when I loved my children and when I felt how someone could unconditionally love you no matter what. That's love. To me, everything else is lust or infatuation. So think about it like that. What's considered a healthy whole man? A man who provides and protects and doesn't expect you to be his mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. That's all I can tell you. Good enough. Most women aren't going to be super picky these days. You can have a friend to be your emotional ear or a family member. You don't need your man to be everything. Just provide everything. Okay. The dusty stage is when you just don't know any better. Exactly. When you don't know no better, girl. Or you're just dating for fun. Would you tolerate cheating in your marriage? Um, I'm a very clever thinker. So if I tolerate it, they gonna have to tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it as an opportunity. I- so okay. Like, oh, let's see what we doing here. Let's go. Um, you said you got your student loans because a man cheated. Okay, Taylor, that's how you do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he's gonna be paying alimony, and I keep telling y'all, depending on why you married. Okay, why did you marry? Why did you marry? Think about it. Was it for fidelity or money? Okay, think about it. All right. You said nobody want to go through that BS, bro. Well, then don't do it. If you don't want it, don't do it. Sparkle, sparkle. Tell men. If a man knew that if he cheated, that his woman would cheat back, airtime, do you think they would? Just putting it out there. Mm, okay, well, that's what it is. Okay, you do it, I do it. Shoot, whatever. How much older is your husband from you? 25 years older. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. We both going to be in counseling looking like a fool. No, I'm not. I ain't going to counseling. I'm going to the car dealership, to the real estate office. That's my counseling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to make dollars. Okay, y'all crazy. I ain't going to no counseling. Take me to the dealership and I'll forgive you. Okay, take me to upgrade me and we'll see. Yeah, I'll be letting him off too easy. Cause what he got to do? Go sit on somebody's couch and say some words? Nuh-uh, you gonna spend some money. Y'all. Mm-mm. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all are on this. Y'all are on the. This is why y'all end up in therapy because y'all don't do retail therapy first. Y'all got to do retail therapy first, and if that don't work, then you go to therapy. Okay, but first you got to try retail therapy. Big time retail therapy. You got to go to the dealership first. Okay. If you don't go to the dealership first and get your retail therapy on, the real therapy ain't gonna work. Okay? Because you sitting there, you in therapy, you got your nice new car keys. You're like, I'm gonna try harder. Yeah, since it wasn't all his fault. The next time you cheat, you're gonna be going somewhere else, doing something else, getting something else. Okay? If it costs to cheat, they're less likely to. So yeah, if all he got to do is sit in some therapy for 1 hour for a couple of weeks, it's not a no big deal. Get get to retail therapy first, okay? Why were you yes? In that order. You said what's my definition of securing the bag? Having the option not to work anymore, having bills paid, not having to do what quote unquote that normal person has to do in order to, survive. That's my definition. When you get the bag, you can lay it down. You can be like, oof, you can rest, you can stop, you can enjoy life. You don't have to clock in no more unless you want to. You can start your own business. You can not start your own business. You can go on vacation. You can just live in a relaxed, soft life and not worry. That's getting the bag. Temporary, like that's a big bag though. That's the bag. A bag and the bag are two different things. A bag is getting your bills paid, getting some shopping money. The bag is early retirement and options not to work. Okay. In a relationship, that is. And then you can go get your own bag and open your own business with his money. Okay. When tell you you're wise beyond your years and ask me if this is the real me. Why are you showing him that, girl? You're supposed to play dumb. And if you get tired of playing dumb, which I totally understand, at some point, if you are smart and wise, you can't play dumb forever. So a lot of times when you play dumb, you're hoping to find a man who's really smart and wants to teach, and you kind of see how much he knows, and then when you realize you know more than him, it's no longer fun or a turn on. So you start talking in your in true wisdom, and then they kind of get intimidated. So I definitely feel like if you're trying to find someone long term, you got to find someone that's smarter than you. Otherwise, you better have that. Yeah. If you're too smart, they can't impress you. So act dumb and talk to yourself or talk to like-minded people about those type of things. Whatever you're trying to have a conversation with. Sadly, a lot of times you're not gonna find someone that's on your same level intellectually if you are a smart woman. And then if you do, they can't impress you, so they don't feel masculine anymore. So it's kind of hard. Like you just got to be smart with other people and not them. Okay. Thank you, Anastasia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then a lot of men claim that they want a smart woman, but then they don't because the woman ends up being smarter than them. So they really don't want a smart. They just want someone who's smart enough to understand what they're talking about, not someone smarter than them or just on the same level that can intellectually, challenge them because they don't like that. So you got to play stupid and dumb. Okay. It, what is the checklist to prepare for marriage beyond all bills paid? Uh, house. Like, what kind of house can they afford? Can they put you in the nice car that you want? Are they going to be able to afford kids? What neighborhood of the house can they afford to live in? Is it going to be school district? Um, is their career, does it have advancement? Where are they going to be in 5 years, pay wise? That's the questions. Are they a decent human being? Do they have common sense? You know, do they care about you more than you care about them? Then there you go. That's it. The formula. Y'all asked, I told. Like, and I know that's very blunt, but if I said it in a nicer way, it would make more sense. But I just get straight to the point. You said, can he lead? If his money can lead, he can lead, baby. If his money lead, he lead. But that don't mean you're gonna follow every time and everywhere somebody go. You still have your own brain. And if it doesn't seem like he's leading you in the right direction, then you don't go. Okay. Basically, when a woman lets a man lead, it means that she trusts his decision making. So like if a man is making good decisions financially and for the family, then she lets him lead. When he start messing up, then she like, hey, hold on, wait a minute, this is not right. You're not leading me this way because it's wrong. She's gonna say something, but if there's nothing to say, then there's nothing to say. They want you to be smart but act dumb. Exactly. Were your parents against you marrying an older man? Of course, but they weren't living my life for me. So I had to do what I had to do. They showed, my parents came to the wedding and everything. They just didn't feel like, I should marry someone that old, but I can't marry anyone young. Otherwise I'll be knocking on their door every 5 days. You got some money? You got some money? You got some money? You got some money? Because I'm not getting ready to work and be married and do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they understood, of course, but after a while they didn't care. They was like they were happy because they saw everything that came with it. Okay. After that, they was like, now I see. Okay. So a lot of times, when you see the results, then you understand. Like, oh, now I see what you were doing. Now, thank you. Yes. Well, I do what I do. And remember, it's not your mother's life, it's your life. It's not your parents' life, it's your life. So you have to make your own decisions. What's best for you. Thoughts on taking another woman's husband? You can't take somebody's husband, they got to come over to you, baby. How do you get over him? Get another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is the age difference? 25 years. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you help parents out too, if they may ask? My parents don't need help. They got their own. What is the minimum age? I don't know. The age that can afford to take care of everything. I don't know. The age where you don't have to 55 and up. Yeah. 50, 55 and up. Um, if my parents need help, I would give it to them, but they rarely ever want or need help. I'll just say that. I might give them a nice gift or whatever, but if they ever needed it, yes, of course I would. But they never really asked. They had their own. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. Okay, yeah. How thankful should we be for gifts? Yeah, act extra grateful. They want to give you more when they see your reaction. What does it mean when a wealthy man spends a lot of time researching me and investigating about me? Is he trying to see if I'm marriage material? Girl, he trying to see if you got a record, if you're marriage material, how you interact with other people. Da, 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 da. Yeah, he's trying to see how you gonna act as a wife. But little do men know that women can change like this. Yeah. Just the past don't reflect the future, baby. Okay, you can have a perfect record until somebody make you mad. Um, or you could have, the worst record and then become perfect if somebody makes you happy. You just never know. You said, shout out to your parents. Mine want me to take care of them. Oh, well, that's not your responsibility unless they're elderly and they have no other way. But, like that's a whole nother topic, but, hmm sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what is cheating? What do you think cheating is? What's your definition of cheating? I'm being provided for. Do you think creating a fitness channel is a waste of time since there are so many? Not if that's something that you want to do. Remember, do things for you. You know what I'm saying? Like if your reason for starting a channel is a whole nother reason besides doing it because you want to, then I don't recommend it. You said you said your parents see you as their retirement plan. You better act like you ain't got no money then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So they can reroute and find another retirement plan. Mm. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you, Evil Kitty Sprinkle Sprinkle Girl. Hit that like. Um, so the whole video is definitely supposed to be about romance, but y'all know I get into the question and answer segment at the end. So do y'all have any questions about romance before I wrap the whole thing up? Is being vegan easy for me? Yes. It's super easy. They have too many vegan stuff out there now. Too easy. They got everything now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, join the Patreon, you guys. We do weekly journaling prompts. Thank you, Goddess Wild Red, for reminding me. The Patreon, yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. What is romance? When a man invests in you, spends money on you, impresses you, does things special to make you feel special, and shows you that you're very important and valuable to him through actions and not just words. That's romance. Okay. How to convince a non romantic man to be romantic. Tell him that's what you want, that's what you crave, and that's exactly what makes you happy. So, therefore, if he doesn't do it, then he can't make you happy. You don't have to say it in those words, but say, I love romance. It makes me so happy. Like when a man is just romantic. Other than that, it doesn't really seem like it's a real relationship. Say something like that. Um, you said you afraid you ain't gonna find no rich old husband, but I'm a manifest. Girl, don't be afraid. That's easy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you remain cold hearted while he is being romantic? He has to like you more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because then that makes it easy. Okay, let me tell y'all, let me break that down real quick. Being cold hearted doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're acting like you don't care. There's a difference. Okay? When you act like you don't care and they want to do more or they feel like there's more to be done. But Secretly, you can let them know that you care, like smile, but then don't say what they expect you to say. But then also you can be thankful. Oh, this is very nice. And look like you're enjoying the moment, but don't overdo it, especially if it's not a gift, if it's just a gesture. Now, when it's a gift, you can overdo it because you want more, you see? But act like it's not a huge deal, but it's a nice gesture. So there's more to come. Because if you act like it's a huge deal, they think, okay, a huge deal means I've accomplished something major. Now I can slack off for a little while and buy time and then don't have to do something major till the next holiday. If you let it be what it is, it's like, oh, this is very nice. Oh, I like how you did this. Oh, this is so sweet. If you're not like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best day ever," you don't give them giant accomplishments when it's not a giant accomplishment. You give them a little bit at a time. "Thank you so much. This is so sweet. I really appreciate it." Then next week you're gonna do something else. But if you act all, "Oh my gosh, this is so special. I can't believe you did this for me. This is so sweet." You're gonna wait till the next holiday. Um, yes. Let's see. She would taught me to look at etymology romance as a storytelling of adventure of a knight's hero. That means your role is princess and they have to put in noble effort. That's right, notable effort, yes. Exactly. Thank you, Lady Muse. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So he doesn't think it's a lost cause. Exactly. And a lot of men preach against this, like on YouTube or whatever. Don't be no hero. Don't wear no cape. Well, then what are you going to be? A zero? What you going to be? You need to be the rescued one? Like, what role do you want to play, sir? Um, so really listen and think about, like, especially when you're talking to someone, if they start talking that talk, you already know what time it is. You know they're not romantic. You know they're in their feminine, and you know it's time to dismiss. Okay. How to leverage his romance when it is an apology. He got to spend a lot of money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Apologies cost money these days. That's the only way that they mean it is when they spend money on it. Okay. Words mean nothing. I need you to hurt in your pocket. Okay. That's an apology with cash or gifts, major things, grand gestures. You say you're 22, stressed with student studies in the future, how to stay zen. No, I couldn't tell you. I don't even know what you're going to school for. Um, I don't remember most of the stuff that I learned in school unless it was, something that I wanted to remember. Um, you'll get through it. Don't worry about it. Pass the test and live for today. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is money the only way a man can show you their love? Um, honestly, I mean, you really have to think of what else can they do for me that I can't do for myself. If they tell me I'm beautiful, I already know that. If they tell me I'm special, I already know that. If they what else could they do to show me? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, there's nothing they could really do. I mean, money provides all, like safety, provision, protection. That's the key. You gotta have the money. They're investing in you. They're showing you they care, that you're a priority. that they value you because they're giving you what's valuable to them. So for me, it's money because I don't see anything else that they can give me. Okay. You say it ain't more romantic than a warm house and nice Mercedes and good meals. Exactly. Like all like the things that money can give you, especially it's not the money itself, it's the man giving you the money. That's love. That's the love. Like giving you the money is the love because it allows you to feel protected, provided for, happy, not in survival mode, comfortable, free, happy because you can do what you want and he cares. That's all it is. That's really what women like money for, especially given to them. Now, if you can go, anybody can go out and earn money. That's not the same thing as being given money. That's the gesture. That's very romantic. It's very like showing a lot of love when people give and are generous to their wife or their girlfriend. That is love. You know, and of course you can tell them and stuff like that. But how many men do you know lie about that type of stuff? Back it up with some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like that's all I can tell you. Back it up with some money. Like we hear you, but we need to see you too with some money. Now I'll say this: a man's word used to mean a lot, and it used to be valuable, but now it's not. So you have to put some money behind it, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's all the reason. A man used to be like back in the old days, like in the Victorian era, if a man led a woman on, like he was going to ask her to marry him, if he was courting her in the public eye, and then he didn't ask her to marry him, she could literally sue him, and he would have to give her money and apologize formally for, messing up her reputation and all that kind of stuff. Because back then, a man's word was very valuable. Now it's worthless. So just you have to back it up with money now. If men were more honest and told the truth and meant what they said and delivered when they said that they were going to deliver and do what they were supposed to do, then maybe women like me and other women would not need you to back up your words with money. Okay? Because that's all really what it is. Like your words be nothing anymore because you lie too much, which causes us to lie and demand you to back your words up with money. So that's just it. If you don't want like women only liking you for your money, then have something to listen to and believe. Like we can't believe in you. We can't depend on you. We can't trust you because all y'all coming with us with is this game with no intention. And when you don't have any intention, your words are worthless. So we gonna need you to back it up with some money and invest. Okay. And if y'all don't see that, if, young women, wake up and listen. Because if you're listening to worthless words and wasting time and energy and effort and yourself on a man, and you come out empty handed, and you know this now, it's your fault now because I told you. Okay. What's the best way for a man not to use you? Get their money, have them invest. You can't use someone you're investing in. Sprinkle, sprinkle, make them spend. That's the best way. Okay? Just letting you know. Make them spend their money on you. Oh, Sarah, sprinkle, sprinkle, looking beautiful, classy, feminine, stunning, leveled up. Feel like 40 plus old men are more romantic and thoughtful. Yes, they are because they know what works and doesn't work anymore. And they know what women literally value. Um, so a lot of women need to learn that unless a man invests in you, You're not getting anywhere. Okay. You feel like men don't need to romance women anymore because most women are willing to give themselves up for over a cup of coffee. Well, I told you all women and all men need each other at some point, whether she's a pick and he's a feminine man, and at some point, pick will wise up and become a feminine woman and stop giving and start receiving. And at some point, a man is going to ask a woman out on a real date instead of for coffee. And eventually, they will learn by learning from each other. That's just how it's going to be. Okay. A man who asks a woman out for coffee just wants to see what she looks like in the daytime with no filters. A woman that accepts a coffee date is basically saying, "Here I am with no filter, and this is what I look like." Um, and they literally spent more money to get to the date than was spent on the date, which is devaluing themselves. So if a woman is that desperate for a man to see what they really look like without filters and pictures and stuff like that, and they spend more money getting to the date than the date actually costs, that's that's her low self esteem. Okay, so I'm not getting ready to do all that. You just if you want to see what I look like in the daytime, invite me to brunch, invite me to breakfast, invite me somewhere that I'm not just going to get a cup of bean juice. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. IHOP serves coffee. Where else serves coffee? There's some really nice breakfast places where I live. They're more designer, like high class breakfast places. There's brunch. There's tea. If you don't want to do dinner, all right. So bean juice now, um, not today. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit that like button. I see way more people in here than like. So can y'all please hit it for me? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm getting ready to go. If y'all are new, welcome, and y'all be sure to subscribe. Yes, I've been on too long. I gotta go. See, I have so much fun sitting here talking to y'all and doing these videos and answering y'all's questions. I forget the time. All right, I gotta see y'all later, but y'all have a great rest of your day. And thank y'all so much for hitting that like button. Y'all get it up, get it up. You said thanks for the long videos. Yeah, some people like the long ones and the short ones. I try to keep in between. I don't know. I just get wrapped up sometimes talking to y'all. So thank y'all so much. You say you got an off the topic question. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can start the newest elixir. It's probably better. 10 is good as well, but it's like you can do those anytime. But I would say go with the newest one. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. 10 is more when you're trying to get over something and past something. Um, when you're trying to conquer something. So just know that. When the elixirs, yes. And the elixirs are on my Etsy and should be linked in the description bar. All right. Or on my community section on YouTube. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.